Alrighty. We are actually live now, Dave Shell. Very romantic, just the two of us. Let's see who comes on. Oh, there's Warren. Alrighty. We are actually live now, Dave Shell. Warren Raber is very romantic, just the two of us.
Okay, good.
Tonight is a very special night, but we can't say why it's special. Let's see who comes on. Oh, there's Warren. Talk about it later. We can talk about it later, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Warren, how's turnout supposed to be tomorrow? I didn't look recently. I was thinking of going up to Outlaws, but in all this crappy rain, I'm not sure I really want to go 4 hours through the rain. So maybe I'll actually show up in Harrisburg.
There you go. We got our tournament coming up next weekend. Battle of Antietam. That's going to be fun. So hopefully a lot of you will show up to that. TJ Trout in the house. FTG. Absolutely. FTG. Always time for a fuck that guy. We have what else we got coming up? Manolo Sanchez has a big thing going on in Puerto Rico with Devin Larrett showing up. Dan the Nightmare Schwartz will be there.
Affiliated with 98, so we have gone international.
Yeah, 98's gone international. Our first 98 tournament in Puerto Rico. That's pretty cool. Then our first tournament is our first league tournament is going to be the Battle of Antietam. Then we're following up with the 98 New Jersey State Championships. We'll have one in Allentown sometime soon. It's a secret, but we'll surprise you with that. We got Monster Factory tomorrow. We got East versus West next weekend, where if you come to the Battle of Antietam, we're going to try to get it. And we're all going to group watch Paul Lynn so that we can support our boy Paul Lynn and cheer him on for his match.
And our former boy, Brandon Elsesser.
Brandon Elsesser
got his start with us. Let's be honest.
Still rocking a weird mohawk, but hey, can't knock him for his hair choice. But yeah, man, a lot of arm wrestling. This summer is so saturated up here in the Northeast. I actually got a private message from Sean Hancock saying he actually loves what us 98 percenters are doing and loves that we try to help the community while doing it. So that was pretty cool to hear.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, I saw him 2 weeks ago in Illinois.
Did you?
Big in that outfit. He and with Denise and Leonard.
Yeah. He messaged us about he was worried that when I said we were starting to spread out our tournaments that we meant we were spreading them all around the United States. At first it seemed like he was like, "You're not coming out this way to California, are you?" It's like, no, you have nothing to worry about. We're not taking over the whole country just yet.
No, give us time.
Shubich in the house. Dave Shubich, the short wearing master of arm wrestling.
Yeah, Shubich, what does your practice look like tomorrow up there? I was thinking of coming up, but I think I'm not in the mood to drive 4 hours in the rain. And besides, Hawk said he was going to take it easy because he was coming to the Battle at Antietam. And I just want to show up there when, when he's willing to take the 5-minute torture test that he wants to do the next time. So I think I'm probably going to pass on Outlaws.
Why, Dave? Why not go to every practice?
Well, because
you getting old?
If they'd invent a transporter, that you could, just step into it, get your molecules rearranged and
Yeah.
out, and you're instantly there. I think I'd rather have that than, well, I mean, I don't know. I think warp drive would be nice too. No time machine though. Nah.
Warren, the inseam of Dave Shorts is only like 2 inches.
Mhm.
It's not that impressive. So, but yeah, anyway. What else do we got going on, Dave Shell?
Well, let's see. Shubich, I'll be visiting Jimmy Reed tomorrow. What, you're going to be going over to enemy territory in Syracuse? Hmm. Oh, seminar. I see. Well, it's even one more reason not to, show up in Utica if you're not going to be there. And I asked if Sean McDougal's been showing up, and Hawk said, no, he hasn't been there in months. So I want to arrange to come up sometime when David Marr can bring Marr Jr. so he can get revenge on me for beating him at the Pearl Street pub when he was 13 years old.
You ain't beating him now, dude.
Yeah, so now that he's 16, he can get his revenge.
He's a beast, dude.
Yeah, I've already been told I have my work cut out for me week after next at because the 17-year-old who might be 18 by now is getting quite strong. But anyway.
Well, Dave, if you started actually training for arm wrestling,
Yeah,
you'd be strong too.
I don't know. They put up a Brezink. Brezink had a post up the other day, and he said people ask me about weight training, and said no, what he's in favor of is table, table, and table. But
Dave, I hate to say it, but it's not working.
Yeah, works for Brezink, but not for me.
Yeah, but Brezink, there was a time when he did work out. He just doesn't anymore because he's conditioned enough to not have to, I guess. Oh man, we might have to have like a fucking leg showdown between Dave Shubich and TJ Trout.
Well, and we could bring in our favorite drinking person with big calves from Ohio.
Nope. No, we will not do that, Dave Shell. Every time you bring that up, Dave, I lose respect for you. Now, if you bring that person in sober, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, except that can never be guaranteed.
Yeah, so you shouldn't even bring it up because that leads to a lot of angry people.
Well, you're the host. You have the kick them out button.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't put me in that situation, Dave.
Yeah, because after all, I shouldn't. You've never put me in embarrassing situations.
Well, Dave, I'm not the one who told the whole fucking arm wrestling community that you masturbate with Gold Bond powder. That was you.
No, you've just made it into an icon of the movement.
Yeah, but people support you, Dave, in your choice. I thought it was weird that you chose to use powder. However, the entire community is behind you. Thinks that you made a good choice for yourself. Look, people are putting Captain Obvious. See what I mean? Hashtag 98, hashtag menthol. Dave, that's for you.
Yeah.
Hashtag menthol.
That's why they call him obvious. But yes,
it's very obvious.
Yeah, Shubich breaking out the shorts at Keystone. Rumor has it we may be going back indoors for Keystone, so you better be careful. Those balls might be cold if we go back into the air conditioning. We might not be out in a 96-degree outside tournament this year. They haven't actually announced the location yet, but that information came from, he who shall not be named, who used to be on our board but is not anymore.
Oh, Dave. Unnecessary. Where is David Marr? Where the fuck is David Marr?
Somewhere in somewhere in New York last time I heard.
He's usually on the live. What is going on here?
Then again, we usually have some other people on the live too, although admittedly, some of them that are on sometimes on the live are in Arkansas tonight. Ah, need to have it outside for kiddos. Troy providing bounce house. Huh.
No, they did mention something about possibly if it rains or something to have it inside.
Well, they had said that last year that they had the ability to go into the township building if we had to. But we didn't. We just got blown over by the rather stiff breeze.
Yeah, that sucks. And then the year before was hot as balls.
Yeah.
That was a miserable year. The year that was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what, that's what like Warren, West Hanover Parks and Recreation. Yeah. I mean, that's where we were the last 2 years, of course, but I'm just hearing that we might be somewhere else. Of course, if they
no, they were absolutely 100% toying with doing it somewhere else at one point. Because they were like,
have we heard anything about how they were going to have that warehouse converted to something or other? Has that project basically dropped dead? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? That Paul and
the
Justin.
beef with Ryan Turner. There's no beef with Ryan Turner. Ryan Turner's a good dude. He's just busy.
Oh yeah.
He decided to kind of drop the whole arm wrestling forum thing that he was doing, and he's focusing on handles and arm wrestling. I don't know if you noticed, but Ryan Turner has been leveling up his arm wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Probably training more,
Came in second in one arm, third in the other arm, and the New England's last year, second to Stone and third to Nick Stone and Paul Cruz in the other arm.
And he beat Joe Galgochi at Winter Blast. Right-handed.
Which they insist on calling him Joe Galgucci, and they have for years at sit downs, which I think by now he's just pulling his leg because you have to know by now how the hell to pronounce his name.
Yeah. Yeah, I was still getting those forum email updates for the longest time, Dave. They were fucking, even when the forum was completely dead, I was still getting the updates. I may still be getting them. I don't know. But I think he took it down, and he's focusing on his new handles and all that stuff, and his 3D printed stuff. Galgochi has too much silent charisma. Ban him. I spoke to Colin the other day, and he said if we look up all the restaurants in his vicinity and then we choose what he eats each week, he'll come on the podcast and eat a different meal every week that we pick from a restaurant in his area. So we may have to do a little research because I don't know what restaurants are around his house offhand. I told him we did a poll and we hey, burgers in the house 98. I told him we did a poll and we decided that we were gonna have meat sausage. And he was like, why would you have me eat sausage? I'm a professional sausage eater. It's like it's unnecessary. So I thought that was pretty good. Good answer. So maybe we could find a restaurant around his house that serves a really good Italian sausage or Polish sausage or tube meats. I like tube meats.
I really don't know what the ethnic groups are in Erie, to be honest with you.
There's David Marr. Hashtag 113, hashtag 98, hashtag FTG, hashtag parm crust, hashtag celery juice, hashtag ropey loads. That covers about everything. Ooh, Shubich is going to be near Longhorns. That's good. That's good, man. Shubich, are you coming on? You little bastard. I don't know what Colin's up to tonight. We could invite him.
No, that was last year. The rumor had it died past.
I'll send old Colin an invite. David Marr, are you coming on tonight, buddy? Hashtag carrots. Oh, Carrot Lady found her daughter. Did you guys see that? Stephanie Spencer's daughter was missing for a while and she found her.
Oh, no, I wasn't aware of that.
She was in prison. Found her in prison. Hopefully not a carrot related incident. You know?
Well, yeah, it's I'm not sure if that's hereditary or not.
Oh, Schubert said he'll come on. David Marr said he'll come on.
Oh, we'll have an overload of Davids. You'll be outnumbered there, Ryan.
Fucking 3 Daves to 1. Ryan,
Yeah.
you don't have me outnumbered in weight. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool things going on. We got a lot of support on our league. Even though we didn't do like a real hard launch, we kind of did a soft launch quietly. But we got a lot of support, which is cool. A lot of people did super chats last week or the week before, I should say, because last week we were on.
Yeah, last week it was Ryan in the studio and me on the road on the way to let's see, was that last week? We were on the way to Virginia. And with Ice asleep beside of me. And
Black Ice.
That was worth the price of admission there. Just seeing Black Ice catch Jeff Hale twice and pull him back. Because Jeff Hale is a hit that's like a freight train.
That's pretty cool. Good for Black Ice, you know.
Okay, Jody Chocolate Thunder, good. Leaving the restaurant. It's coming to us from Arkansas.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link as well, sir.
Yeah, I got a nice, I've been seeing quite a few last couple of days, quite a few posts with people saying, I'm just getting flying to Arkansas, flying to Arkansas, flying to Arkansas. Oh, yes.
Well, who else needs the link?
I think that thing about eating celery, burning more calories than it provides is, I'm told that's basically bullshit. Thank you, Shuvich. But then again, I'm not an expert on celery like some of you people.
Well, Dave, what we need to see is what happens when celery juice mixes with Gold Bond powder.
I think it'd be, rather disgusting, actually.
Be like a dry rope.
I think it would be extremely disgusting, to be perfectly honest with you.
Fucking tie someone up with the rope that it would make, Dave. You know?
I still have some aviation tie down rope in the basement that I haven't used in 20 years. That would tie you down. Stronger than the average celery and semen rope. Oh, yes. I don't know. Got a small group here. Some people must be getting a social life.
Yeah, really? Summertime's coming.
Yeah, my friend in Alaska sent me a picture of their place live yesterday. They still got a couple of feet on the ground. They hit 100 inches at Anchorage Airport, and he's outside of Anchorage, so they got a little bit more. Said, thank you. No, I think I'll pass. But I mean, when you live somewhere where you have to have this big rake that throw up on the roof to pull snow off the roof so it doesn't collapse. Thank you. I think I'll pass. Stronger than the strongest China man. China man, is that China, comma man, as in hey man, stronger than the strongest China, or is that Chinaman, which is probably not the best word to use because it's one of those words you're not supposed to use anymore. Well, there used to be a high school in Illinois, Peking, Pekin. Their high school mascot was a Pekin Chinks. Believe it or not.
That was very interesting, Dave.
Well, we don't want to have dead air, and you shut up for a
I
while.
was hoping you could carry it for a minute while I'm trying to invite people.
Okay.
You know?
He said Therian lost his right arm match. Yeah, he posted something on the chat that basically got really beaten the setup on all of them. But see, Aussie doing a draft show for Tyson Bagent. Huh. Oh, entered at an interesting time as usual. Well, I don't know. It depends if you're talking about when they were talking about the rope and celery. You know, it was even more interesting a couple minutes ago. But yes, these are interesting times. 98 night. Every night's a 98 night. It's just we come out of the woodwork on Fridays. So speaking of practicing, when are you going to show up at practice next, Grondon?
I don't know, Dave.
When was the last time you were at practice, Grondon? December? November?
It's none of your business, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is my business because you told me 4 months ago that I shouldn't go out and buy some tennis balls for my grip because you would bring them to the next practice. And that was like 4 months ago.
Dave, if you need them that bad, just go get them.
I was going to go get them. And you said, oh, no, I have hundreds of them at home.
I do.
Yeah. Now I want to know what's the beef with Sunik. I didn't know we had a beef with Sunik either. All these people are coming with these beefs that I didn't know we had.
Who's saying that? Shubich again?
Yeah.
He's just listing people off.
Yeah.
He's just listing people off that haven't been on the podcast in a while and say, what's the beef with this guy? What's the beef with Dave Shubich? Why isn't he on here?
Well, to answer your question,
That guy's
Kevin,
problem.
go ahead. No, to answer Captain Obvious's question, where was it Friday last week? Well, I'll tell you what's like this. We went on, just trying to find people to get on the live feed, and nobody. After a half hour, we got absolutely nobody indicating any interest, and so Ryan decided, hey, since I was on the road and he was the only one really in the studio, we kind of bagged it. That's where it was.
Dave was driving and I was on here and I'm like, well, this is goddamn lonely. We can't go on all lonely. So
Yeah, it was like, and we went till 9 o'clock waiting.
plus I had a lot to do for the tournament. So I just decided, let's bag it. And I got tons of shit to do and nobody's coming on. So I figured everybody was busy.
Yep. Yeah, Ice fell asleep about 2 seconds after we left Allentown, and he was still sleeping, and he slept until Frederick. when he said, "Can you pull off the side of the road so I can take a leak right outside of a US highway?" Sure, why not? But oh, and Shubich is trying to move upscale with beef Wellington. I don't know. Describe beef Wellington to
The
it.
beef.
Something
What's the beef Wellington?
Wellington.
Hmm.
Yeah, describe beef Wellington to us, Shubich, or is it just something you read in the book?
Maybe that's something we should have Colin eat. Some good beef Wellington.
No, try see TJ says he hasn't seen John Anthony on here since he started watching. No, he used to come on back in the day, but he hasn't been on in months.
Ooh, John Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets angry when he comes on here.
No, I figured I'd let you decide whether you wanted to reveal that or not.
Well, I mean, he does.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, in fact, he got oh hell, he blew up that one time at absolutely the nicest person with short shorts you could ever run into in your life.
Yeah,
When he
exactly.
blew a gasket at Chubich.
Not cool. That was just not cool.
Yeah, and then the ground beef with Sir Nicholas Maripodi. Yeah, he's got that old time religion. He's switched over from Knights of Columbus to some Bible beating church and trying to get us to join it with them.
Yeah, screw that.
Let's see. Strangest man has never seen him. There is who? John Anthony? Yeah, he
But that wasn't the first person that he attacked. He's attacked a couple people.
yeah, he was a somewhat of a hair trigger on blow and without warning, just blowing up.
Yeah, so we just decided it was probably best to not have people blowing up on the podcast for no reason. You know?
Especially against super nice people that never defend themselves like Shubich. So we were very protective of David.
Yeah. I mean, Shubich is a nice guy, so it was like, come on. That's not the guy that you want to be a dick to.
Yeah, now if he'd have been a dick to you or me, that would have been all right. Because we could be dicks back.
Yeah, but Shubich, like picking on Shubich is like picking on like a disabled person. So we had to defend him, you know?
Mm.
Fuck that guy. Well, I sent out some invitations. See what happens. We'll see what happens.
TJ Trout is dying over here. Does that mean we won't see you at practice tomorrow?
He's dying. Oh, they made up. That's good. Shubich and Wolverine made up.
Oh, there's Jesse Claudio. Haven't seen him on here for
Jesse. What do we think about Monster Factory? I'm definitely gonna watch it. There's some good matches, nice card. I like the super matches that he throws and stuff. Could go with certain people doing less commentary, but no, it's pretty good. I know he's trying to do a big project where he adds on to the Monster Factory, because he called me a couple times in recent weeks, seeing if 98% wanted to sponsor the Monster Factory, but we're just not at that level yet where we can just drop 20 grand on sponsoring Monster Factory.
Yeah, he had a somewhat of an inflated idea of how wealthy we were. Astonishingly, whatever is how wealthy we were.
Where have you been? I've missed my mom's grandfather, Dave, the past couple weeks. Yeah, we missed last week. Sorry, guys. Jesse, what do you think about Monster Factory? Yeah, exactly, David Marr. Exactly. Not cool. Anybody that's just not cool with us, we just simply say FTG, and then that's it. We move on. 98 has a trajectory. We're heading that way. Just going that way. And we're just not going to let anybody stop us or slow us down. We're just doing it, man. We're living the dream. Focusing on world domination. No, but we're focusing on our league. We got a lot going on. We got some big seminar coming up that we will not release any information on yet, because you guys are going to be surprised at who's coming to it, and it's going to be cool. And hopefully everybody can make it. We got a whole bunch of tournaments coming up. Some secret, some not so secret. In fact, maybe we'll throw a tournament where you actually have to wear some sort of hooded robe to attend. Like a cult. Like the fucking 98 cult.
We get secret signs of recognition and salutation and all those things too. Better write the funeral ritual before I go.
Josh Berger in the house.
Ah, there we go.
Joshua Bartholomew Berger is in the house.
Tuxedo arm wrestling. I don't know more.
98 cult. Just name the league 98 cult. We can all chant and shit. We came up with our own 98 rules, which are not like the WAL rules. We took like stricter rules and modified them a little to make the tournament more fun, but also more fair for the arm wrestlers themselves. Also, if you're going to the Battle of Antietam, Fox 45 is coming out, and they're doing a story on 98 and arm wrestling in Maryland and all kinds of things. So that's going to be really cool. We might actually be in the news. So that the lady actually followed up and sent me an email and asked me for a couple key names and a background of what 98 is. So they're definitely sending a camera crew out to the brewery. You should probably let them know that too. The brewery.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
that'll be cool.
Yeah, we just have to go easy on the celery and carrot talk so they actually can air some of the stuff when they do our interviews.
I mean, we could get them to interview Dave Shell about masturbating with gold wand powder.
Absolutely. That's what makes them so strong on the table.
Right.
That would be the biggest story.
Somehow I don't think that would get on the air in Baltimore either. Now, if it was masturbating with Old Bay, which would probably be more painful than Gold Bond menthol, but
One way to find out, Dave.
Yes. Tell us how it goes.
Yeah, let us know, Dave. Do you have any in the house?
no,
Yeah, you do. You just ain't telling us.
no, I'm not really into the spicy stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine that wouldn't go well.
The schmo is admiring Shubich's biceps.
I feel like you could probably alternate between the Gold Bond and the Old Bay, and it would like counteract, like fire and ice kind of.
Yeah, it might be a thought.
Yeah.
But, I just, when you put that damn Old Bay on the crabs and whatever, it's just like, you can't taste the damn crabs because it's, your mouth is so lit up from the damn Old Bay.
Is that like an old like remedy from when you were a kid? Like put Old Bay on the crabs?
Oh God.
Is that how that's how you get rid of them?
I don't know. We have to ask Gordy that. He's the crab bandit.
Oh, it was turpentine you put on them.
Gordy's a crab expert.
Yeah.
No, crabs disappeared with pubic hair. Do people even get crabs anymore?
I don't know, dude. That's a good question.
Everybody shaves their shit,
I feel like I'd let them get real big and then just eat them.
right? Just harvest them down there. Like,
Because then, like, say you get stranded on a fucking island or something, food.
yeah.
Everybody is out there like trying to get food, going through the woods, trying to make a fire, and you're just sitting back eating crabs,
just thriving off of crotch crabs.
crab legs.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
Dude, that's where Dallas Langston went wrong on Naked and Afraid. He should have grew the crotch crabs.
he should have eaten the crabs off the chick that looked like she had crabs that was with him. You know what I mean?
Oh, true.
How the fuck did she make it to the end and he didn't?
Yes,
Dude, if it was me,
man.
I would have pushed her down that fucking hill and stood on her back.
Sir.
My fucking feet got hot. You know what I mean? I would have rode her down the fucking the sandy dune on her back. I would have pushed her and just rode her like a surfboard.
If he would have had a bottle of SARMs as a survival tool, he would have made it twice as long.
Oh, definitely, dude. He could have rolled down the hill on fucking steroid fucking tubes.
Yeah.
He could have put syringes between his toes and walked on high heels. You know? God damn. Apparently, a lot of people made fun of him for that.
World Strangest Man said, we see his tiny beard crab he made on his banner. No, I missed that, as a matter of fact. That certainly would be strange.
Madison Walker's coming to the Battle of Antietam. She's home from college, so she's going to stop by. That's cool. And we are going to play with the flash brackets from our good buddies that provided us with it and see how it goes. So that's us attempting to bring our 98 tournaments into the future and beyond. That was horrible. That looked more like a fucking Hail Hitler than a future. That was fucked up. It's too bad. Too late to edit it now.
That's right.
God damn. That sucks.
Ah, well, and no one would have noticed if you didn't mention it, but glad you did.
Let's hope Fox 45 isn't watching our podcast. And
Well,
just
at least you know it was a mistake that you did
they
that. Or
look
making
at
it clear.
each other. They just look at each other and they're like, "Nope."
98 guys are weird.
Tournament.
Yeah, let's really hope they don't watch previous live stuff because we'll be in trouble.
Are we doing a live stream for the tournament? We could.
Huh?
We could do a live stream for the tournament. We're not fully set up to do a really good live stream, but we could do a shitty one.
We could take a shot at a shitty live stream. We could even call it the shitty live stream.
Yeah. FTG live stream. But hopefully this tournament, we can take some of the proceeds from it and be ready to do a live stream for the next one.
Really good one. Yes.
Yeah. Every
The goal.
we try to put the money back into making the next tournament good, things like that. And you know, thank you to all the people that have been super supportive, because even the people that do these little super chats every week, even if it's only $1, like that shit goes a long way, because we use that money to buy things that we need to make our tournaments better. You know what I mean? Such as, you know, our first tournament, when we finished that tournament, we bought some speakers and things like that, that we no longer fully have, but you know, we won't talk about that. But you know, but we use the money from all the things that we get money from this podcast, from our tournaments, from selling shirts. All that money goes right back into this. Like, we're like a lot of promoters, and you guys probably know this, but a lot of promoters, they pay their bills with the money they make at tournaments. Or, you know, not all of them. I mean, there's some leagues out there that don't, you know, that are out there just to, you know, do what we're doing. But there are some that use the money to pay their bills. We're not one of those people. We all have jobs. We all make our own money, except for Dave Shelley's retired and he's an asshole. But
independently wealthy, right?
the rest of us work and have jobs. So the 98 money goes straight back into the 98 and what we're doing. You know, helps us get banners, helps us get free giveaways, things for auctioning off, you know, whatever we do with the money, it always has something to do with 98, or like equipment we need to have better tournaments. Because in the future, we'd like to be able to live stream our own tournaments. So, you know, we have a lot of equipment now, just not everything we need to do like a real quality live stream, but that's what we're working towards. And once we can do that, then we'll pretty much be all set. We'll have everything we need. We'll be able to do our live feeds. Another thing I'm looking at is lighting. And then we have 2 98 arm wrestling tables, and I'd like to, in the future, get 2 more, so that at least for Winter Blast, we have four tables set up exactly the same, identical. We can number them table 1, 2, 3, and 4, so that when we're calling people up there, they know what table to go to. Get rid of the confusion. We'll be using the flash brackets. Actually, just so you guys know, Corey Miller may come out to the next Winter Blast and do a flash bracket seminar for any of our people that need it, that haven't used it yet, and that want to like check it out. So if you are in the area and have not used the flash bracket system, that would be the time to come by and get a free one-on-one or group, whatever, however it turns out, seminar straight from Corey Miller showing us how to use it. So I did a one-on-one with him last week, and it's pretty easy, and the software is pretty cool. It's really just an Excel spreadsheet that they programmed and modified to work as a bracket system, and it's pretty cool. So just come check it out.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, I talked to Corey myself because I said, you know, once I see, you know, how it works, what I'm thinking of doing is getting a set for myself to use for the non-98 tournaments that I help run like for Beta Festival and JD
Yeah.
Fox and Zach Lee. They said, yeah, if it's your, because I said, I said within the license, if it's mine, can I use it at various different promoters? Things. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. Well, we have one computer set up with the flash bracket. It's only going to be for that. That way it cannot get fucked up from people going on the internet or anything. Like it's just for that. So
now we may, just as a thought, although we may want to have all of our tables, the same, like with our logo, same color. But if we don't, what they do in sit downs is really kind of works very well. They run 2 tables, and instead of being 1 and 2, they have the red table, blue table. One has a red top, one has a blue top.
hey,
And, it works out really nicely.
it's Paulino Italiano.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Well, what's up, man?
How's the 98 doing?
Oh, that's a great hat you have there. Is that new?
Yeah, buddy. Just got it at Burberry. What's
You're
all going on, guys? You watching the Toddlers event?
Did you guys know that after we were on the Aussie Arm Wrestlers podcast, that Engen Terzi and Paul Italia joined the 98 group?
That's true.
So that's actually pretty cool. Obviously, we're moving forward past the drama that we're just starting.
Yeah, exactly.
We're moving past the drama and the podcast being ruined by Shuwich's behavior.
Yeah, we did it, boys.
Speaking of the drama, has anybody seen Jonathan
How'd
Love?
you guys tell it was me?
Oh my God, it is Shuwich. I was just
Whoa!
throwing that out there. It's like a shot in the dark.
I just thought Paul grew an amazing beard.
Yeah.
Oh, this one?
Rich, are you really going to get some Longhorn tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh, you son of a bitch. Dude.
I definitely am.
Remember that week when my wife wouldn't let me get it? We ate across the street from it and I was crying. The next night I went and got what I wanted.
Attaboy.
Showed her. Eh?
Ah, how you like them apples, huh?
Yeah. I was trying to get it delivered.
Hey.
But they don't deliver it in my area. So did the curbside pickup.
Nice. But yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, there's like one in Liverpool where a certain individual lives. So yeah, it just makes sense to go out there.
Yeah. Fucking right it does. Hard crust, dude. Where'd David Margo? Is he still in the freaking chat?
He's a liar.
David Marr.
Yeah.
Liar.
Where'd he
What do you
go?
lie about?
Going to be on later.
Son of
Captain
a-
Obvious says, get effing crusted.
Yeah, get effing crusted, dude.
I'll get crusted. When I die, I don't want to be cremated. I want to be crusted.
If we
All
ever
right.
open up a 98 restaurant, we will have arm crusted steaks there.
Dude, if you die first, I want you to get crusted and I'm going to put you on my steak.
Oh,
Nice.
dude, we should make a pact. Like any of us that die, we get parm crusted in the
Yeah.
cat.
And then we all eat them on the podcast.
Like if you're gonna cremate me, fucking parm crust me on my way in, dude.
I love it.
Am I
Schubert,
Devin yet?
you know who was talking about?
More like a naughty.
You know who brought you two up to me recently? I was talking to a gentleman, and he said specifically, Shubich and Berger have a lot of potential in this sport, and they see you guys going far. And they would like to work with you guys at some point if you wanted to go to a practice.
Who was that?
Mike Mignonia.
Oh, cool.
Is he the referee? Dude. Who's Mike? I'm
He
sorry,
was-
Mike.
Yeah, he was one of the referees at Winter Blast.
Okay. I believe he stopped me and talked to me for a little while. Does he train with Andy Luca and that crew over there?
Yeah.
They've been to practices. He's been in, but he started Team New Jersey. He goes to Steve Walker's practice.
He started.
Yeah, he had nice things to say.
He's the one that brought in. He predates.
Jim Bryant.
Yeah.
He's the one who's helping us launch the 98 League. So,
Well, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, heck yeah.
We'll keep trying.
yeah.
Chody is asking you something, Ryan. The link.
Oh, Jody, let's get him on here. I sent him the link. It's just the full link. You got to click up at the top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I sent him the wrong link.
What kind of link did you send me, Ryan?
I sent him way the wrong link.
It's such an OnlyFans link.
A prank I was doing on someone else. Nick Maripodi. He keeps talking to me about joining the Knights Templar, so I sent him a link to a Knights Templar ring. I accidentally sent it to Jody.
Well, good thing you didn't send out your other group cell link.
Because it wasn't like a cock ring.
The one thing that caught me by surprise at the sit downs that they said that's the way they always used to do stuff is they gave you a minute to get a grip. And I said, what the hell? And I mentioned it and they said, yeah, that's the way it used to be on the old AAA rules. I said, well, we're going in the opposite direction. Thank you.
Now they would argue that's when the actual arm wrestling would start. You would have a minute to kind of wear your opponent's hand out, even trying to get the grip. So that's kind of.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, and Deacon said that, you know, I don't know if any of you know the Dawson brothers. They kind of disappeared the last couple of years, but they're two, young guys, 20-something, bodybuilding. I think they went into bodybuilding instead of this. But yeah, Deacon said, yeah, they used to mess around for a minute, just playing games, and they'd exhaust themselves, and he beat them because they had exhausted themselves getting their damn grip.
Yeah. Jody, what's up, man?
What the hell did you send me? The first link you sent me had a picture of a ring.
So there's this guy that keeps trying to get me and Dave Shell and a couple other guys to join the Knights Templar.
Knights of Columbus.
And Knights of Columbus, all that weird shit. Yeah. So I sent him a link to like a Knights Templar ring. And that's the last link I had copied when I sent it to you. I thought I had the Zoom link copied. And I'm like, how that would not make sense.
It just showed me a ring. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Anyway.
What's up, everybody?
Glad you could make it.
Up? Well, I took some time out of my busy schedule. I left the restaurant, so I thought I'd break away from everybody and come back to the hotel room because I got 2 matches tomorrow, so I'm not going to be staying up late tonight. So,
yeah. Are you
excited?
I'm excited. You know what's funny? How weird is this? When you go out to dinner with your opponent, how weird is that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so me and it was me, Rush Schrader, his wife, Bill, and Steve Logsden. We all went out, for a bite to eat at a seafood restaurant. And of course, the other group was like Bob Brown, Craig Toulier, Brent Rockers, Tim Talmadge, and the gang over there. So it was interesting. They're at some other restaurant, so we're just like taking over the town right now.
Did you slip something in his food?
No, we all had raw oysters. So
that could work out bad in the morning. Wake up in the morning with diarrhea.
It was fun. For me, it was kind of, it was weird because we did the preliminaries tonight or this afternoon, I guess. And I was supposed to be scheduled, but since my opponent on the right hand, Daniel Worley, is not going to get in until late tonight, they moved my match with him like tomorrow. So just being there going, okay, this is cool. It's like going, fuck, I wish you would have showed up. So of
Daniel Worley, you lazy son of a.
Well, he booked his flight saying, oh, hey, Michael, guess what? My flight was supposed to be for Thursday night, but now it's Friday night. And Michael was like, I guess that sucks for you, So the big joke is that, all right, Daniel, as soon as you get here, you already got 1 loss and 1 foul against you since you can't be here on time. So that's like the joke in the group chat.
Yeah.
So I pretty good.
I got invited to dinner this week to Mike McNonia's house by his lovely wife, Floss. But I had to decline because I have my my nephew and such. So
Nice.
It's gonna be a busy weekend, but that's not as awful as it sounds, because they will allow me to have a rain check if I want. So
there you go.
Some other weekend.
Just make sure you tune in tomorrow for the which would be what, 6 o'clock you guys time? Yeah, just make sure you tune in.
You know we will.
You know, I'm the first match to start the whole event, so
we're the one. We only are tuning in to support you, buddy.
I'm the first match to start the whole show, so it's like there's that going on. So I really got to be, primed and ready and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm ready to. I'm ready to crack it. So Russ weighed in at what? Not that we had the a weight restriction, but
yeah,
he's like 255.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at 232. So, so we'll see. Even, he showed me a picture and stuff. And then I showed my wife and she was like, you sure you want to do this? I'm like, I'm fine. We're all good. Then of course you see him in person and he's not as big. So it must've been the angle of it, but much to my chagrin though, I'm ready to go. He's ready to go. We'll just have to make it happen. So.
Is he not as tall as you thought?
No, I've seen him before. I mean, we've hung out before. We just never actually pulled on the table.
Gotcha.
But I tell you what, every time I see these people, I realize that I'm just average in height. Like you see Ron Bath and go, fuck, and Ron Bath made 239, by the way.
Whoa.
Yeah, so because the title matches at the factory were you had to be at a certain weight. So for like the is it the heavyweight or super heavyweight? I don't know how that fucking works, but it's weird. It's gonna be 240. So Ron weighed in at 239.
Is that the heavyweight, huh?
I would imagine. Pablo weighed in at 242, but with the clothing allowance. And Pablo's also pulling Artem. Artem walked in at 208. So we did these weigh-ins like midday. Like that's the worst time to weigh yourself. Of course, so Roman weighed in at 165, and then Dustin Hyatt weighed in at 170. Craig Toulier weighed in at what was it? Jesus, I can't remember. 198, something like that. 199, something like that. And then Eduardo didn't get in until later, so I didn't know what his weight was because he came in like after the preliminary matches were over. So, but yeah, so I guess if you're pulling for a Monster Michael title, then you got to be at the actual weight, whatever that weight class is. So,
makes sense.
Yep. So it's gonna be fun tomorrow. I can't wait. It's gonna be real fun. I want one of those medals. So those medals are pretty nice. So
yeah, that's cool.
Because they're black and green. Matches the 98% green. There you go. So
Michael Todd stole our colors.
But I will say that it's kind of, I was in awe. So I've never been to Monster Factory. And then you walk up in there, it's like going, damn, he do got a lot of trophies. There's like any kind of like helmets and belts and hammers and swords and trophies and all that kind of good stuff.
I hate to point this out, but he probably doesn't have a dragon.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Winter Blast.
Yeah. Is that what you guys are having next year?
Oh yeah, we're having it. Yep.
No, I mean like for awards.
Yeah, we're gonna make the dragon be the award for Winter Blast every year. That way, it gets known for that trophy, kind of like Michigan and
the
Gorilla,
whatever.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep that as the at least for the pros. We might change up like all the second, third.
I like how you're doing it because like I think we talked about this before on you guys' show, how different like Michigan State, all right, the gorilla statue. Everybody wants one, you have to go there to get one. Right. Or I think Louisiana has some kind of gator or something like that going on. The swords or tomahawks, whatever the hell you want to call them. All right, in the Midwest, you have to go to Kansas City to get one of those. So I think when you guys do the dragons, it kind of solidifies that okay, this is our thing now. So no one can do dragons. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We did talk about and that's what made us decide like just to stick with that. Everybody around here liked the dragons and it's something a little bit different than what most people have. So
yeah,
We'll just keep rolling with it till people get sick of it.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, does anybody get sick of it though? Really? Because
Oh,
who is
That's a
sick of
classic
seeing
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
a gorilla statue? Who's sick of seeing that? That'd be kind of cool to have because not everybody has one. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm just sick of not having a dragon.
Well, you got to get better.
I know. We'll get at it next year. I'll poison Gold Gucci and Ryan Turner and all them.
There you go.
Well, but I have something you folks don't have. I have a medal with a stripper on it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we actually had this guy in Philadelphia used to run a tournament in a strip club called Daydreams, and the Y in Daydreams and the Y is her upstretched arms are the Y, and her legs with her panties falling down are the A in Dreams, and
Nice.
that's basically on the medal.
is it on a pole?
Uh,
That's Rosenblum's fucking.
Yeah, it was Steve Rosenblum's thing. Yeah, I showed it to Travis. I said, bet you I got some with all your, your awards and honors. I got something you don't have. I have a medal with a stripper on it. Showed him.
I remember seeing some of the pictures of the event, and you could see strippers in the background, half nude on the fucking stage and shit. I'm like, what?
Yep.
That brings up
Wow.
a good point. Maybe you should have a stripper pole as a award for the women's class.
Just like a used
Classy.
one, like a used
Class
one.
45.
Oh, and
Classy.
during COVID, we had as a charity, we had a tournament because the girls were, of course they were out of work because the things were closed down, so they had a car wash in their, shall we say, uniforms. Let's use that word, and we had a tournament here to support them.
That's real good for the sport.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, did you
dude.
guys talk about the East versus West? Because Paul didn't release that list because I've always asked, like, who has a copy or who has a list of all the names of all the qualifiers? We finally got that. You guys touch base on that yet?
No, but I was looking at it a couple times over the last day or two, checking it out. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens at the finals. We'll see.
That's crazy.
I think it's going to be a packed house.
Yeah. And what is the entry fee? 50?
Yeah, something like that. That's kind
Remember when entry fees were like 20, 25?
it's a bit steep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dude.
Now they're like 50. I'm like going, okay, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I know. It just keeps going up. Like Jesus.
It's a little weird to have an entry fee for the finals, though. They earn their way
Well,
there.
man-
They're going to be traveling there. I mean, if it's still 50, that's still a little.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Since
You know
you
what?
said that,
I'm not going to go there.
here's my question. Do you think because everybody had to pay the initial 50 for the qualifier and you did that, you did your job, you placed first or second, now you qualified to the finals. Why do you have to pay another 50 for that?
I agree.
And you're going to be traveling all the way to Virginia. I mean, for some people, like,
Yeah.
say I made it, I didn't, but 6 hours drive for me, that's not a big thing. I'm all for the experience. But then there's guys across the country, like say Aaron Yearsley, that's clear across the country. He's got to pay his way to fly over there. I mean,
Right.
$50 is, yeah. I mean,
I could
for some people,
it's
that's a big thing, or maybe just like a slap in the face. It's not a slap in the face. I mean, obviously, it's clear across the board for everybody. Like you either pull up or shut up. But I think it's a little silly to have an entry fee for the finals when you've earned your way there.
Or at least if you're going to have one, it should be less than all the other ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that the guys traveling aren't getting double hit. Like, fucking show up and want to pull left and right, and it's fucking $100 right off the bat, plus your travel.
Right. Because I mean, I'm not going anyway, but I qualified. I'm coming from Oregon. So I'm like, I'm going
Exactly.
cross country. I'm thinking, dang, on top of that. So,
You know what?
one of those deals.
I'm going to boycott it.
I could be rude and say it's because Travis likes money, but I'm not rude, so I won't say that.
Well, I'm just not going to watch any more East versus West content.
Yeah. There you go.
We should
Well,
all
I
take a stand.
I do like how they did that because at least, you'll get some opportunities because before remember how WAL started? It was more, hey, we got these tournament regionals, north, south, or east or west, whatever, and then you qualify to Las Vegas or what happened and paid out top 8 or something like that. And all of a sudden, that was cool because everybody had a chance. Everybody had like a chance. That's all you need. And then it morphed into like, okay, we're going to use you top 30 people and make a super series, and the rest of you guys, good luck.
Well, what
so now,
they should only have the weight classes at the qualifiers that can actually make it to Turkey. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a slap in the face if you're a lighter guy and you go compete at the qualifier, you make it through to the finals, but then they're like, okay, you won the finals, but you're not going to Turkey because they don't give a shit about lightweight guys.
Well, that's my whole point. Like,
don't.
I understand the concept, but at the same time, it's like, how serious are they going to take this? And I'm not crapping on, what they're doing. I kind of like it because, again, you don't want to get to a point, and I made this comment like on you guys' show, on my show, on my other show with Ryan Espy, that after a while with WAL, you guys realize how stale it got because you kept recycling or regurgitating the same old guy matchups over and over again.
Right.
So I guess they don't want to do that, but in a sense, okay, well, once you get these qualifiers and, obviously if you win your class, automatically you get to go. Now, if there's a hell of a match and some guy, it was for like 3rd or 4th place, then who knows? Maybe England goes, you know what? That was a hell of a show you put on. Maybe I'll get you on one of the future cards.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think, though, like, I don't know. I think, why are you having a weight class that isn't even invite? You know what I mean? Like, say you have like a 154 guy that has no chance of making it to Turkey, then why have that weight class in the qualifier? Why not just have the weight class that is allowed to actually qualify to go to Turkey?
So do you think,
in all fairness, they did at least say that they won't be going to Turkey in the flyer? It was pretty clear.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, it just seems, I don't know.
Is it almost like a tease or like,
That's what I feel like. It's kind of a tease.
Set me up.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, Josh, how much do you weigh?
54.
So again, and we'll use you as an example, not in a mean way, but we'll use as an example. So here's Berger, he qualified, did what he had to do, whooped everyone's ass to the 154s. Oh, hey, good job and stuff, but you're not coming.
Right.
Like, what was the whole purpose of going through all that?
But we took your money from the qualifier, and now at the finals.
Well, and because of that, though, you saw, and because Dan's here, I'm glad, you saw a lot of guys that are usually 154 pulling the 170s.
Yeah.
Nobody that good pulled 54s at these East versus West things because they knew it wasn't going to get them to Turkey.
Yeah.
It was like an amateur class for 54s, basically.
But that's those guys.
I pulled up. I pulled up. I did.
There
pull
we
up,
go. Dan pulled up.
Yeah, but Dan, you pulled up, and what happened?
I got my ass handed to me.
Right. That's what I mean. Is like, it's not fair to you guys to have to pull up. I mean, I get it. Like, you want to shot at it, but
they started with just the supers, then they started coming down a little bit, and now they even came down to the 187s, where what's his name, Delsesser's pulling. So they're working their way down to maybe even 76 and maybe to 54s eventually, but hopefully. They do have 76 already, don't they? That's why they have it coming. But they're working their way down.
But didn't England just make a match with Minigus Tessaris? So or Terrasitis. So he's like what 76, 65 or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's in that weight class, and I mean, I think England is going to start taking a little more notice to the lighter guys. I just don't think that we're still in the same light or situation that we were probably 6 months ago. It's just hasn't gotten that much traction yet. I think that round robin that's happening coming up soon for you, right, Josh?
Yeah, not for me though. I had to get out of that because I've got some. It's all right though. I had some family stuff come up.
Gotcha.
It's not in the cards, which is good though. But Sam Taylor got to take my spot. I saw he was looking for it. I was gonna still like force it and go, but I shouldn't. I'm not there. I'm not training up hard enough right now. Life has been too rough that I can't put the effort in I should for something at that level. But Sam Taylor is putting the effort in. So I saw he was looking for a spot in it. So that was my way out. That was easy peasy. And
There
yes,
you
I
go.
paid his entry fee to get into it. He's going to take my spot. So,
I'm,
but,
Oh, very nice.
yeah.
I'm-
So there's
I'm
a worthy
boycotting.
person going in there. I wasn't going to leave him hanging or just like dip out of it. But since I saw he was looking for a spot, I think he's in better shape than me right now. He's the guy for the job. I really wanted Zach Lee to go. I tried a while ago after a winter blast. I was like, Zach, man, you should be in this thing, not me. So I'm just glad that he's getting the opportunity. Somebody's getting the opportunity that should. Because yeah, Sam looked tough just the other day against Palco. Is it today? Yesterday?
It was yesterday.
I'm boycotting every tournament this year, including our own.
Yeah, those guys.
Everybody.
But yeah,
Speaking
I
of
understand, I
Sam's-
understood why they did that though.
That Sam Mitchell kid impressed me a lot at
Yeah.
the with qualifier.
Yeah, I saw some footage.
You know what really annoyed me about the qualifier? I'm gonna say beyond all the other things you guys are mentioning, the ref. The Northeast at least. I was told, from a fairly reputable source, that Tim Talmadge was flown out there to keep things in East versus West feel. That makes sense because he was the only person in the room that's been to East versus West and actually has ref. So
Hey,
why
now
not?
he's my roommate. He's up on that.
Right? It makes sense. The logic seems logical, right?
Mhm.
But I find out that another ref was profusely pushing his years in the sport, length in time, and took over the head ref position at the qualification table for the East versus West tournament that Tim actually has experience reffing it. Once again, why wasn't he reffing the table? I gotta tell you, I went back and reviewed my matches. Listen, my opponents were stronger than me that day. I'll give them that. However, there was an elbow foul on an already person that had a foul that moved in a ref script that should have been fouled out, right? And on the match against Sam was looking strong. However, I looked in three different angles. There was a good inch and a half away from the pin pad. I'm not saying he wouldn't have won that one, but I'm just saying that I think that I didn't get the best chances possible given
It
to
was
me.
a fair bit very loose that day.
Yeah. So, it definitely left a couple things to question, But it is what it is. The show must go on. I'm
Mhm.
excited for just arm wrestling in general. I got to go to Puerto Rico next month. I'm looking for that. we got it. That's fucking gonna be an epic experience because Devin Larth's doing a seminar with Poseo TV, and then he's doing his 8-man. I've never heard of a tournament style like this, but it definitely sounds like a huge fun. It's gonna be a great super match experience because that's what I want to gear up for now. I'm
What
kind of
kind
tired of.
Is it?
It's a weird super match tournament where it's gonna be an open weight category, all right, and pretty much your first match is gonna be the person closest in your weight, and then you do the best of 3 against whoever you're facing. So it's going to be a long ass, day of arm wrestling, but it's
Right.
going to be by the time I might go up against the heaviest guy in the room, but he's going to be dead dog tired just as I am. So it's just going to be just 2 good dudes going at it, exhausted. So I've never experienced that really.
They did something like that, but it was like a one-off. So I see what you're saying. I remember they did something in Texas, and like you said, hey, the guy close to your weight, you pull him, but it was a one-match deal. It wasn't like a double elimination. It wasn't like best of 3. It was just like one match, and that was it. If you lost, you lost. Of course, Corey West won. But I see what you're saying. That's interesting. That's interesting. So
The best, and check this out. To make it even more interesting, it's the double elimination on top of that. So you have 2 chances to win. I mean, you get a second chance essentially to win another super match. So if you are an endurance puller, this type of format will actually cater to you. If if you're a flash pinner, this might cater to you. So this is going to really cater to different styles and techniques and tactics. I kind of like it.
I've competed in something like that about a year or two ago. We're hurting for people, entries, just not enough people, and there was just a lot of people at the same about ability level, so it made it a really fun day. Not a big swing of like weights, sure there were like some heavier guys, but they're also a little bit inexperienced, so that kind of leveled out. But just remember to bring a lot of water.
Oh yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Well, I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico, so it's gonna be hot as all hell. So I'm definitely gonna be gallons by the gallons, gonna be guzzling it.
Always
and
bottles.
I know for a fact. There's a guy there that's gonna be 270 pounds. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Even though he's only been pulling for 9 months, I watched a couple of videos. The guy's a powerhouse. He's got some serious strength, but I just gotta work my speed now. That's all.
Are you working it with that new contraption?
Absolutely. I'm doing everything, and it's actually transitioned all my workouts. And on my last practice, I gotta tell you, I felt fairly comfortable in positions that I was uncomfortable in previously.
Nice.
And
You
when's
try
that
that thing
again?
with the strap I showed you? Sorry.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you try that thing in the strap that I showed you at the one practice?
No, I didn't. I didn't try that
No.
yet. I gotta
Yeah.
try that though.
You were a little in an altered state then. I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah,
fault you for
you might need to.
forgetting.
You might have to remind me. Send me another video of it.
Okay, I might, or I'll just chirp shit in your lives. Okay, dude.
What was that, Jody?
I was gonna ask you, when is this event again?
It is May 27th. It is ran by Poseo TV, the absolute right arm Puerto Rican national championship. I know it's a mouthful.
Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, you better win. I have to say.
But I'm gonna be the lightest guy entering the whole entire thing. At 160. And I know there's guys that are gonna be between 270, 300, but they got a little less experience, so it's gonna be a fun time. I'm doing more so for the fun. But the coolest thing that I'm really excited about, that I'm really amped, Devin Lorette is reffing the matches, so that's kind of cool. He's gonna be reffing all the matches. I'm gonna be taking as much energy and power from him as I possibly can, because I'm gonna have a seminar with him right before this whole event. So
You know what's really
it's gonna
cool
be fun.
is that it's our first 98 international tournament event,
There you go.
Cool.
which is pretty
Taking
cool.
over.
So, yeah, Manolo asked us if we could link up for this, and he said he would throw 98 on it and this and that. So we're going to help him promote the hell out of it.
Sick.
So that's kind of cool. That's the kind of relationships we want to make around here.
Dan, 160
Yes, sir.
with those heavy hitters. You gotta
Yep.
get bigger.
Yeah, I know. Listen, it's open, so I'm probably gonna be bulking up a little bit, but I mean it's May 27th, so let's be real here. With my metabolism, how much heavier am I gonna really get between now and then? So I'm just gonna be eating clean. I'm gonna be taking care of my body, focusing on just making sure the elbows as sturdy as it could possibly can, and the wrist and hand are as strong as iron, and go from there.
That sounds boring.
What do you mean? It's gonna be good old fashioned David versus Goliath style, matches going on. Because I'm gonna be this little guy taking out the big dudes.
I meant more the eating clean part.
Oh,
Who's gonna somebody gonna live stream that event?
I'm not entirely sure. It's probably gonna be either on Poseo TV, or might even be on Devin's. I don't know.
Right.
But I'll be posting it all over my social media once I know the appropriate links. I'm sure if Manolo's gonna be in here in a little bit, he'll share with us.
Yeah, he said he'd come on if he can.
Look, it's Alcessor. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, you lost some weight, Alcessor.
Couple pounds.
Are you finally 187 for what's his name? Zurab? No, he's not pulling Zurab. Who's he pulling? Samusha.
He's pulling.
David.
I'm not sure who he's pulling.
David Samusha.
Samusha.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little guy.
Yeah.
Jody, you want to come take a vacation to Puerto Rico?
You know what? It sounds good if I can convince my wife, although it won't take much to convince her. So I got so much going on with me as far as, trying to juggle work and these events. Because after this event, I'm going to take time off and focus on the event my wife and I are putting on in June and just, worry about that. Then I probably won't pull again event wise until y'all know about that World Series of arm wrestling, yeah?
Yeah. With Greg Sharp, right?
Yeah. He has qualifiers like there's the East one's in New York, West is in South is in Texas. I'm going to the North region, which is in Utah. That's on September 9th. So I'll be there for that. And then hopefully after that, the championships in November in San Diego. So that's where my brain is going right now. So
fair enough. After May for me, I'm having a nice open practice for right before Keystones. We're gonna do my usual summer kickoff that I do a little bit of a barbecue practice type of deal, and then we got Keystones, and then I'm gonna do the East qualifier for the World of Arm Wrestling Series thing.
Yeah, I gotta see how my finances are because that Arm Wars event was all out of my pocket. This Monster Factory thing is out of my pocket as far as hotel and airfare. So we'll see, how my finances are. So
yeah, it's always rough, man. That's why I work really hard to get sponsors, bro. I gotta tell you, I bust my ass to do it, and it helps. I actually it's interesting. So one of my previous sponsors, reached out to me recently. They said, we love what you've been doing, and we really appreciate everything that you've been doing for shouting us out even after the event that we sponsored for you. We would like you to come to our 10-year anniversary open house and bring your arm wrestling table and talk about arm wrestling and give you a chance to highlight it and whatnot. And I was like, that's awesome. But it was only because these are the guys I buy my supplements from. I just go in regularly and I would talk to them about the tournaments, and I would say, hey, I'm looking for sponsors. And they said, well, talk to the owner because he's always looking to sponsor athletes. So I reached out to the owner, told him what's up, and he sent me money, no questions asked. And it became, a regular thing. And he's constantly following me, commenting on everything I do. And he's engaged with what I'm trying to do and invested.
Right. I mean, that's good. I mean, that's awesome. I always felt weird asking for sponsors. I get sponsors to sponsor our tournament put on, but for me as an athlete, I kind of got to go, okay, well, what am I giving back to them? Am I, besides wearing a t-shirt with their name on it or logo or whatnot, they're probably thinking what's in it, for us. Whereas if it's for an event, then it's like they can use it as a tax write-off. But is that the same rule? Does that same rule apply if you're going to use it for an athlete?
Absolutely. Without a doubt. You can still use it because you know what? You think about it. You're gonna hop on a podcast like this. You're gonna hop on your own YouTube channels and all your social medias and put them on blast. That's advertising. It's marketing. They've just spent for that marketing dollars right there. Boom. That's a write-off. And they can directly line that to you.
I hate to interrupt, but it just happens to be our buddy David Marr's birthday. So we have to sing happy birthday to him on the podcast.
Have to.
My birthday is Sunday.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
It's close enough.
It's the closest.
We're 98% there.
Like 90, like horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah. Are you excited?
40, maybe a little bit.
Oh, nice, man.
So
We're going to Masters, right?
We're going to sing happy birthday to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're going to be embarrassed?
Like I'm in a restaurant. All I need is my parm crust steak.
Nice.
Right.
Just smile and wave.
Happy birthday to you.
Are we going with this? Happy birthday to you. Ryan, you're on a solo
Happy
comment. Keep that speaking up.
Yeah, David.
Happy birthday Here.
I'm a horrible singer, so my friend, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy yourself Sunday.
To you.
Freaking epic. The
Dude,
most
sing for him. Don't serenade him.
discombobulated birthday wish ever.
You guys nailed
I've
it.
never been in a restaurant where they did it that poorly, but whatever.
Thanks, guys. I
What do you
appreciate
mean?
it.
It was $1 million performance, bro.
You know what's
Stellar
the coolest
performance.
part? You know what's the coolest part, David Marr?
What?
Your significant other wrote to us and requested that we sing happy birthday to you.
You know what? I was going to ask that. Did the old lady put you up to this?
She may have, but
Yeah, they have.
we may have done it anyway.
She usually doesn't bug me about this stuff. She's like, "You going on tonight? You're going on?"
Oh, she gave herself up.
Should have had Steve Black sing for him.
Yeah.
Black needed him. I don't know what he's trying to do with the singing arm wrestler thing, and like he's a good singer, but I don't see a whole lot of arm wrestlers singing and sending it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, besides,
Is that Steve
Matt
Black?
Glazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Steve Black's a good singer, so he can do a fucking song and put it on a podcast or something, and it'll come out good. But I don't see a whole lot of arm wrestlers recording themselves singing and sending it in. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see.
I can only do that in the shower.
Hey guys, I gotta get ready to go.
The show.
My wife's calling me. I gotta get ready to go, but I want you guys to make sure do not forget to tune in tomorrow. Monster Factory number 4.
You
So
know,
that'll
we
be
will.
6 o'clock East Coast time. So guys,
Who else is going to troll the side chat?
be up.
I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
But yeah, so it's going to be an awesome event. Of course, you got like what 4 main events or something like that. So
Hey, if you get a pin, can you pin the guy and be like, "These are the facts"?
I will. You know what? I got 2 matches tomorrow. I think I will do that. So
Nice.
I will yell
Show
that
us
out.
some facts tomorrow.
Yeah, show us the facts, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, if I would have had if Bardo would have sent my T-shirt, I would have wore that. So,
Well, fuck that guy.
but again, you know, you got to realize. So it's Pablo and Artem pulling for the left-hand title. You got Eduardo against Craig Tullier.
Yeah.
You got Dustin Hyde versus Roman
Romanov.
Romanov. And then
That's
the
gonna be
big
a hell of a match.
Pablo versus Ron Bath. Those are your big 4 matches tomorrow. And we got some other. We got Daniel Mosier and Brent Rockers.
Be good.
Tons of matches. The rematch of Logsdon and John Tyrion. This
Yeah.
time with left hand. So there's a lot of matches to be had tomorrow. So I think there's like 12, 13, I don't know.
Damn.
12 matches, something like that. So
What's
Yeah.
the forecast for tomorrow?
We tuned in.
overcast.
No. For your 2 matches.
Oh, I don't. That's for me. That's for you guys to decide.
No.
I just got my
Joking.
party, my right arm against Daniel, Mosier, or not Mosier, but
The
Daniel.
forecast is Chocolate Thunder.
Oh yeah, it's
That's what time it is.
chocolate
Cloud
rain.
with a chance of chocolate thunder.
Facts.
Hey,
These are the facts.
Jody,
These are facts.
Jody, before you go, I was going to bring this up once we had a crowd here. But, since you're leaving, I want to raise a question that maybe you had thought to. We're going to have a podcast I'm not sure when, but in the near future, where we're going to be interviewing. I have a good friend, fraternity brother, who is a PhD in exercise physiology and teaches exercise science at the University of North Alabama. And so essentially what I was going to ask the group here, and people that made comments, if we have somebody on like that, is there something you've ever thought that, gee, I'd really like to, ask an expert on basically exercise science as to, something you'd like to know? I mean, really has a couple, really important. He's editor-in-chief of the International Journal of Exercise Science. Like I say, has a PhD in exercise physiology from Alabama and various other, interests. So, including, I know one of his classes he teaches has something to do with, post-exercise, whatever. I can't recall how it was worded, but, any thoughts there?
Not really. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I'm like a 60-40 or 70-30 guy. What I mean by that, here comes another hashtag burger. So what I mean by that, the fact that I'm 70% in the gym, but I'm 30% not nutritionist whatsoever. Like, my wife will make, meals and she'll do the food prep and stuff, but I don't take it that extreme. Maybe I should. Maybe, if I did that from a health standpoint, I could probably be a lot better athlete. But I do like my wife's cooking. I've been liking that before I got into the sport. I do like to have beer. I had some beers tonight with some friends, just hanging out. I don't want to be so strict on my diet to where I can't have fun, because then I will lose my fucking mind. So
No, and I really think he's probably less nutrition and more in the kinesiology, the exercise, a methodology and fast twitch, slow twitch, and all that sort of different muscle types and recovery, that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, does everybody have a fast twitch? I mean, that'd be my question.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah,
fast twitch-
I just thought I'd like
Oh.
I say, we're gonna give some thought to what sort of things we can discuss with him. The whole reason this got started is some years back. The question of where I basically, suck as far as power, but I have the stamina, and why at my age and whatever. And we were talking about, went into some of the science behind it. And so, whatever. I thought I'd throw that out while you were still here.
No, I mean, I think it'd be good to have on there, because I'm sure what I can't think of now, somebody will be on there and oh yeah, I want to ask that, and that person already asked the question. So
Okay.
The thumb. So
Okay. Well, thank you. So good
Yeah.
luck.
no, hey guys, got to jump off. But again, tomorrow, are we doing this now? There we go. So tomorrow, check out the show. It's going to be awesome. So you guys are going to enjoy it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And
can't wait to check it out.
Live long and prosper.
These are the facts.
So the facts. It's
Oh.
free.
Oh,
So wish me luck.
Look at that
Good
thumb.
luck.
Good luck.
You don't need no luck, man. You got this.
Good luck, Jody.
But
Fuck that guy.
Bring an umbrella.
I think he's going to do well.
Yeah.
He's going to bring the chocolate thunder.
Well, I throw out the same question to anybody that's on the, on the written part of the chat. If you have any ideas on what sort of things we could talk about, or we could ask them.
Yeah. Captain Obvious said we could talk about David the Rope Lord Marr.
Rope Lord.
The Rope Lord. That's his new arm wrestling nickname.
Dave, when is this happening? I'll be interested.
I'm not sure. We do not. He had to wait till after the semester was over. We have not
Yeah.
set the date, but we will certainly announce it in advance.
Okay. Wonderful. I'll feel free to correct him on anything.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. We all just keep arguing with him and like not agreeing with him.
Like
Like,
somebody I've known for 20 years. So don't be a bunch of dicks. You know what I mean?
so did Dave Shell tell you he likes to masturbate with gold bond powder?
You sure you want to bring him on here, Dave?
Dave. Oh no.
Dave, I don't think you want to
Dave,
be
you introduced him to the wrong group.
Mhm.
Dave just wants his friends to be cool
Yeah.
and just chill. Not happening.
But no, Dave, I think that would be interesting. I think we should pre-record it for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, we were debating whether we wanted to do it as a recording or do it as a live stream.
No.
Record as well.
No live stream.
Yeah, I think you should do it live, Dave.
No.
100%.
Bad news bears.
Why?
No,
Because
no.
then people in the chat can ask questions.
Oh yeah, open it up.
Like maybe this guy knows about ropey loads.
I wish we could go live for members and then release like an edited version
We
for
will
the
have to
public.
give the format
Is that
some-
possible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it probably is. We could just record it.
Well, we have to give this some thought because, I mean, obviously, this is somebody that's an academia and he's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. He's not like he's,
Do you and all your friends masturbate with gold bond powder?
but I mean, he is an academic and, whatever. And Yeah.
Well, so are you, aren't you, Dave? Is it,
No, I'm a retired academic that had a part-time job.
so what I'm asking is, do all
He was a
academics
full professor and a respected position.
masturbate with gold bond powder?
I would like
proud
to
of
ask him the effects of medicated gold bond powder on sensitive skin.
The second
I'll be
thing,
happy to ask him that.
I think I'll call Scott. And
The
say,
urethra.
I'm going to call Scott and say I don't think. I think we
Does squamous tissue react different than typical
Ryan, do I
epithelial?
qualify as an academic?
We
Now,
just-
now that you're older, Dave, do you use the wrinkle release gold bond to make it smooth again?
I didn't even know there was a wrinkle.
They
release.
make one?
Yeah, they make a wrinkle one. I seen a commercial of it.
Dave, you
Now
got
it's dying.
Dave,
I was not aware of that. I was aware of the
You
three:
might have just changed
the
Dave's
yellow
life.
bottle, the
Yeah.
green bottle, and the blue bottle.
You just gave him the fountain of youth, man.
That is nuts.
Dude, he's gonna have a
Dude, you could probably
smooth,
make your
moldy
nuts
penis
look like
again.
2 eggs.
Yeah.
can
Just
you
two
imagine?
smooth hen eggs.
Just like super smooth, like a
Are you going to show up at practice tomorrow
All
morning?
right. What the fuck is going on right now?
You ever go to the Outlaws practice?
No, I'll probably be at the seminar.
No, David, him, not David.
Are you trying to get laid from
David Marr.
No, I'm just
Get laid
trying to
from
say
the-
I'm going to get up there sometime so his kid can beat up on me and get his revenge. But I don't think
So his kid can beat you.
Dave? That's inappropriate.
He just won the amateurs at the East vs West qualifying.
Yeah.
Awesome. Beast.
Yeah.
Does he ever play catch with you?
Like chuck me around.
No.
Probably good.
No, I haven't been up to an Outlaws practice. I looked up; it's in over a year. Checked it on the spreadsheet. It was February a year ago, but I'll have to get up there sometime. But it won't be tomorrow.
No.
When's the last time you masturbated with gold bond powder? Dave?
That I'm not going to answer.
Why? I mean, we know you do it. What does
Let's
it
check your hands. Let's do a quick
What does
hand
it matter
check.
whether it was an hour ago or fucking 6 days ago?
Let's see those
It's a
fingernails, Dave.
pre-FTG Friday ritual.
So wait. Here's the question though: if Dave has a handful of powdered substances, is he arm wrestling or is he playing with gold bond? Which is it?
The weird answer would be if he was like 10 minutes ago during the fucking podcast.
Dave, you ever
I'll keep that-
accidentally
I'll-
mess up?
I'll have to keep that in mind the next time you ask.
Dave, did you ever use chalk instead of gold bond on accident?
No, the
Just
chalk.
dip into the wrong chalk
Have
bowl.
you ever used gold bond instead of chalk?
Chalk is kept in the trunk, so that won't happen. Chalk is out in my traveling pulling bag.
Here's a question, Dave. Dave, here's the ultimate question: if you've run out of one or the other, would you use one or the other as a replacement in
No.
dire times?
Dave,
No.
we have to be sure.
Make sure you don't run out.
Captain
You have to
Obvious.
plan ahead.
Captain
Plan ahead
Obvious.
so you don't run out, damn it.
Just to be sure, Dave, Captain Obvious wants you to clap your hands real quick.
Back in the day, we used to have something called a shopping list. So you'd remember that you didn't, when you were getting low, you would write it on the shopping list.
Oh, that's when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Got it.
Got it.
I found out that they make mentholated climbers chalk, like for rock climbing.
Ooh.
We need to get that for the tournament.
I know Primo Chalk adds things to make your hands soft so that the chalk doesn't dry them out.
Oh,
So that might be an option, Dave, to try. What if we just get you all kinds of chalk products, Dave, and you report back? I mean,
What if you
wow.
use asbestos?
Oh,
That's
God.
what they used back. That's what they used back in the day. That's why Dave keeps coughing. Dave, you did say you have some sort of lung infection.
Yeah.
Probably.
is it mesothelioma?
He has pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis,
Whoa.
Yes, photosynthesis.
a black lung disease.
Repeat that again.
Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. It's
They
one of
do
the
ask, that
longest-
is one of the questions they always ask.
it's one of the longest words in the fucking English language.
The questions they always that they have to ask periodically on any medical thing where you're on Medicare, which I am, of course, is
Probably pretty tight.
whether it's a black lung case.
Yeah.
How long did it take me to memorize that?
I memorized it because some teacher in like 6th grade made us fucking read it.
Let's play charades. Who am I?
Raiden.
That's because it was so old they hadn't invented
Name the arm wrestler.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time I
Name
say
the arm wrestler. Let me take the background off.
Oh. Good one.
We was taking
All right.
off the hat and the clothing and all the other shit earlier. I was wondering if he was going to pull a beard off or that was really him. Wasn't quite sure. I guess
No,
it must be
unfortunately, it's
him.
me.
dude, I think Antietam's going to be bigger than we think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a
Yep.
battle there?
Yeah. There's going to be one next weekend with
Bloody.
less
Are you-
bloody
Are you
death.
coming with Hawks next week? He said he's coming down.
You really think Hawks is coming all the way down for that? I don't know.
Hawks
He's
told
a
me
he's a
was.
nut. He'll come.
He said he
Really?
was.
Say that
I'll
again.
ask him.
Dave,
but
say that again. No what?
He'll come.
Damn.
Anyways, I got to drive, but I'll tune in, see if I could hook myself up while driving.
33.7 miles to the gallon on my trip to Virginia. Bet you don't get that. You're a big beast.
I get 28
Oh,
miles per gallon. Well, I drive a hybrid.
that's not bad. Then.
It's that, yeah. For
Oh,
the viewers at home, I
well,
drive.
hybrid
What was-
people. Huh?
Have
I
anymore.
drive a Prius.
You and
I
Tim
drive a
Lewis.
smart car.
You and Tim Lewis both.
I drive that Fisher Price, yellow and red thing. I drive my Power Wheels.
No, Tim Lewis.
It's electric only.
There's a man that's going to beat you, Dave.
Here you got your partner in the
God.
background.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your dad?
Yeah. That's right.
Buddy? Hey.
Is he picking you up from your mom's?
How old are you?
All right, I'm done bullying you.
16.
Oh, so you masturbate. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe there's some things we can't talk about while you're on here.
I mean,
No,
he is a
there's
minor.
nothing's
Gentlemen,
off
he is a
limits.
minor.
I approve.
we have written consent.
Hey. As long as Tim Lewis isn't watching.
Good job winning amateurs, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Bravo.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, I taught him everything he knows.
That one time on a side table, got everything from it.
Yeah, when he smoked me.
Yeah. Man.
I keep offering to come up to some practice there sometimes so you can get your revenge, but whatever. Just hasn't worked out the day
Yeah.
yet.
Hey Dan, how's your tailbone doing?
It's actually much better. I'm feeling fine. There's no more ache. It was just more of like a shock than anything else. And
Hey,
Shock when you initially did it?
Did you actually
yeah,
hurt when you fell?
Dan, sorry
Yeah,
about that, by the way.
Jesus.
it actually did hurt. It actually did hurt, and
His old prison injury.
I fell down a flight of stairs.
In prison.
Legitimately fell down a flight of stairs carrying my son's mattress, and it literally I hit every step like a cartoon character on the way down. And even to make matters even better, I put my feet down on the landing, right where there's supposed to be a carpet with a no slip material underneath it. But the landlord forgot to put the no slip material back, and my foot slipped out like a banana peel, almost slipping out underneath me. And I landed on the fourth step, and I heard an audible crack, and it went 90 degrees. And after severe therapies, I got it back to, about like a 30 degrees. So ever since then, I've always had like lower back issues. So I've strengthened my core, my mid and upper back because of it.
You need
And when that happened, it
you need to wait for
fucking-
their story, dude.
Hey,
You
were
need-
you heavy when that happened, Don?
Yeah, that was heavy when that happened. too.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
that makes it
should've been
funny.
like-
I was just curious.
You totally should have been like, yeah, I you're parachuting and the parachute didn't open.
But no, that makes it.
Yeah, I know. I'm
No,
not
but really-
witty like you guys are. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the heavier making that
sucked.
fall makes it worse.
yeah, that when I hit that fall, man, it derailed everything that I had, and it took everything else that I had just to kind of stay focused in any regard. So, but I learned one very valuable lesson. Two very, very valuable lessons actually. One, don't fuck around in the setup like I did with Zach. That was almost what, like an 8-minute setup. I think Devin Lorette would have been proud of me of how long I was in that. My hand felt so blown up afterwards though. Like I wasn't really able to even close my hand by the end of the day. And the other thing was the footwear I was wearing. While I committed my hit on that one and that made me fall, I wasn't wearing the best traction shoes that gave me a good chance to actually have a good stance either. So it is what it is, but I ain't gonna make that same mistake twice.
Lightning doesn't strike twice, and Dan Schwartz doesn't land on his tailbone more than 3 or 4 times in his life. Oh man.
Land on me once. Shame on you. Land on me twice. Shame on me.
Well played.
Touche.
It turned into a pionital cyst.
But I will say when I first like the initial break, like it was like 7-8 years ago, I had to go through about 6 or 7 styles of donuts. I didn't even know they made 7 styles of fucking donuts.
Did you
Like,
fracture
they were like
the coccyx?
Yeah, I fractured the tailbone. I actually broke it from 90 degrees. It went literally 90 degrees from its orientation point, and they said they were gonna have to perform surgery to break it back to center. And I said, "Fuck that! I ain't gonna get cut open." Because I knew that as soon as surgery was on the table, it was gonna be a bad news for my back in the future. So I said, "Fuck that shit," and I did. I actually did a lot of rehab work on my own.
You fractured your coccyx.
Tailbone.
I just like the tailbone is the coccyx. Yeah.
It's a combination of your sacrum and coccyx.
Yeah.
One more, maybe, right?
Right. Do you feel odd saying coccyx?
Coccyx? You mean? Did
Yeah.
you say it right?
Is it tough for you to say it?
To say coccyx?
Yeah. Does it make you like nervous?
No.
It starts with cock.
No, because it doesn't start with that.
Well, it kind of does.
The internet has ruined you because it makes you see things there that aren't.
I mean, the sacrum's
And
right
hear
below
things
it.
there that aren't.
Well, now that you brought donuts up, I'm hungry.
Who said donuts?
I thought order you did.
You said
need to
donuts.
fucking sit
Talk
on
about
donuts
the
and
different
shit.
ones you had to eat
You had to
for your
eat-
surgery, like glazed,
all
and
these donuts.
powdered, or bear claws. Like you said, you were amazed at how many different kind of donuts there were.
Dude, there's
That's
like,
what we can have Colin eat. Donuts.
there you go.
Dude, now you had to bring up donuts. Now I got to see if there's anywhere delivering donuts.
I'm kind of hungry for donuts too now.
I could go for a fucking Parmesan crusted steak.
Parmesan crusted donuts.
Yeah.
I
Any
haven't had a donut in a long time.
either.
You just had one yesterday, probably.
Donuts? I don't really eat donuts. I'm not a donut guy.
I'm boring. I like glazed. I'm weird.
Like glazed donuts.
I like glazed.
donuts.
Glazed and powdered. I'm boring.
Is RVJ and Team West, they're going to come home with some wins, right?
Let's hope so.
Or-
Should.
Do we cover that already?
You never know, though, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be good. But everyone there is going has a shot. That's all I believe.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going over there to get their ass beat. That's for sure.
Right.
Not definitely.
I think we're all on the same level. Hagen's good at picking matches. I think he really does a good job at.
I like his
Matching people up.
matchmaking set. Yeah, matchmaking skill set is definitely next level. Very interesting and entertaining matches.
Nitro is really on us trying to collaborate to do his tournament.
The Tomato Fest.
Mhm.
Well, he did kind of lot. He kind of was like, every year I get 150 competitors, and I'm like, no way. Do you get
Maybe entries when people multi-class.
No. No, he definitely said competitors, and I was like, no, that's false.
The last 2 years,
Survey says
the last 2
that is
years,
a lie.
about 100 entries because I made up the reports.
How many, Dave?
100 entries.
That's what I was thinking. That sounds right.
40,
And then
40 some people, 100 some entries.
And then we're gonna tell him that he can't ref at his own tournament. I didn't really respond.
Are you sure you want it to be 98 Nitro? Because then you can't ref. Like, make that the
Right.
stipulation. When you run it, you can't
Well,
ref.
then he started saying like, I'm buying capes.
I can do whatever.
He's buying like Superman capes for the women, and he's like, we could put a 98 on it, and I'm like, nah.
Super cape. It's not the worst idea though, but man.
Meta said
made it to just celebrate.
Meta wants to know if Mar has had the birds and the bees conversation with your son.
Not yet. I think he's figured it out on his own.
He got stung by a bee on his own.
When you go into the room and you're like, he's playing Grand Theft Auto and he's in the strip club, I think he's figured it out.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, son, I better not find any gold bond in your room.
Yeah.
Travis Camp is telling me he took David Lee to a strip club once, and David Lee's parents won't let him anywhere near the kid anymore. So David Lee loved it. He said they don't trust him anymore to, basically chaperone their son.
Did you guys see the videos
Let him live.
of Zach Lee
Grown ass man.
pinning the arm wrestling whisperer?
Yep.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I was talking to Zach about it, and he said, like, dude, there's such a difference between like Northeast arm wrestling and like the rest of the country. He just said like all those guys were trying to pick his brain and this and that. And a lot of the guys that like thought they would smash him couldn't even move him off center.
Yeah. So he's so difficult there too, though.
Yeah.
Very tricky in the setup.
If you feel uncomfortable,
He's coming down now. He's going to Tatum, Eli Kerr, a couple of the blackout guys. That's good.
Yeah. He just actually got a thing. Bo Horner, help you there.
Oh, Warner, yep. Derek Lyles hit me up. He's probably going.
Cool.
Alright.
I know the Walkers are all going, including Maddie, because she's home from college.
Awesome.
So that's cool. Maybe we'll get a couple of women arm wrestling.
Yeah. I'm sure Kate will be pulling. So there we go.
I just got a note tonight from Jason Oswald and Curtis Miller are going to be there.
Oh, good. Okay, I don't know how many kids are coming, but if there's none there, we'll just send Dave out to grab some. Let's go pick up some kids and bring them to the tournament, Dave. We'll get you a van, a 98% van. Windows.
Free candy in the back, right?
Oh, Schubert said he's going to see us in a little while, babes. What a sweetheart.
Shubich wants TJ to get on the podcast in his absence.
TJ should get on, dude.
Yeah, man. I haven't seen him in a while. Is he in chat? I don't have it pulled up right now.
Yeah. I'm excited though. Our league is launching in lovely fashion.
In a very strong fashion. We got
So,
two big events coming up, Antietam and Puerto Rico.
Rico,
We're killing it.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
It's a 98 event now.
yeah, TJ will be at Antietam too.
TJ, yeah, Tatum. Zach Lee wants to make all his tournaments 98 tournaments.
Yeah. It's great.
which is really cool. I think Andrew Hiller was interested in collaborating on some
Yes,
stuff.
sir. Yeah.
So I mean, that's going to add a whole lot of tournaments to our 98 community.
Oh yeah.
DJ Foley's always down to lab with 98.
Yeah, by the time we get down to the Northeast Coalition, it's going to be the Long Island Coalition.
Fuck those guys.
And it won't be Schwartz's half either.
Chuck Bartow's probably watching right now going, assholes.
Yeah.
Who?
ILO stand-in.
Did you see I post about busting on his son for scoring a touchdown in football? He's like, "Oh yeah, well Travis Bajan's son's about to get drafted in the NFL, you loser."
Yeah.
Dude, fucking yeah. AL is a funny dude.
Hilarious.
His post shit
He
all
is
the time just cracks me up.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
Good man, though. Good man.
Yes, absolutely. That's why it's funny that he posts so ridiculous, because you know it's bullshit. You know?
He's like the king of the one-liners on fucking
Yes.
Facebook, dude.
No, I mean it's bullshit, but it's him just fucking around. You know what I mean? He's not serious about it.
You'll see Chuck tomorrow. Dave Shewitz, go give him a hug and say that's for mine.
Well, I hope you do, because if you see him up there, I will not be seeing him in Harrisburg.
What do you want me to tell him? I don't know. Tell him he's a little tiny angry cunt.
You just told him.
Or just say I don't know. Oh, can't edit that out. Give him a list of all the fucking things we want back from Winter Blast that was stolen. Fucker.
Yeah, I'd love to know where that speaker went.
Who knows?
What?
Who fucking knows? Swapped out with a fake. Fugazi.
The old switcheroo.
Hey, Shubich, we don't want you to say anything to him. Just punch him in the back of the head. And yell out 98. Anything Chuck said, I'm boycotting anyway. Fuck him.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, I ordered some chalk for Antietam too.
Ventilated Chuck.
I ended up supplying the straps for the sit-down tournament, because all I had was one of those things with the two rings that you can't put together, and once you finally get together, you can't take it apart. The chalk, take the straps, take everything.
We got to order those certificates. I got to find some certificates that'll work. I want to get a bunch of certificates for that tournament too.
Oh, they're good.
I just got to find a good one.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Josh, don't forget about that thing, the little side project.
I know it. That's coming. I'll probably work on that app here later on the night. I don't got shit else to do once we get off of here, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't-
And remember, it's got to be good quality, so I can, when I send it in, they just post it right on top.
Oh, it'll be high res. I got you, dog.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm still waiting for it, man. And it's going to be a good,
And-
good
well, hey, if
precedent
you can-
to start.
See if there's a resolution they expect too. Sometimes they give you like the size of it that it needs to be.
Okay, yeah, you know what, I'll see that up
See
here.
if they don't, it's okay. But if you notice something like that, let me know. I'll make sure it's the right size.
Dude, Shubich should give
Thank
Chuck
you.
a hug and put a 98 sticker on his back and then take a picture of it.
Please don't tell me TJ now stands for transgender Jane. We actually have a transgender
Double dog dare you.
practice in downtown twice.
Do you know what's do you know what's great for Chuck? Every like couple weeks for the next couple years, he's gonna have memories of him in a '98 shirt.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna keep popping up on Facebook, just reminding him about the '98.
Should I still use him as the model for that shirt on the fucking website?
Ah, absolutely.
And I'll put like a little thing on here that says model is shorter than actually looks in the picture. Like a little warning.
The shirt's a small.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how short he was. Yeah, and I was watching that '98 montage you did with the song in the background. He was like just as tall as the Paul Italia cutout.
Well, dude, that's what I
Yeah,
never
small
understood.
fella.
Like he makes fun of Paul Italia's height, and I'm like, dude, you're like the same fucking height.
Yeah. Yeah, when I met Chuck for the first time, I said, "Damn, Chuck, you're taller than I thought you'd be." That was like really surprised. Now.
Hubert said, "Will we see a Chuck cutout at the next Winter Blast? Maybe
Oh my,
That'd be great.
that will make it like fucking 8 feet tall.
we can keep it small and save money. That's the best part about it being Chuck.
A giant, yeah,
It'll be wide though.
a giant fucking Chuck. A giant Chuck.
Do a Chuck cutout with Paul Italia on his shoulders.
That'd be good.
A Chuck cutout with him wearing a cowboy hat.
We can get like Paul Italia and Chuck together, like with their arms around each other. Thumbs up.
Smoking cigars.
Yeah.
I don't know why he had to turn out to be such a douchebag, but
They wrap the scarves around both their necks.
yeah. What was the point of coming on our podcast for like fucking 6 months for no reason, just to be a dickhead behind our back?
That couldn't have been the plan from the jump. And what a weird way to finish.
It's just strange.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He was just warming up too. He was all drunk and getting all loud and everything.
Yeah, he like said 2 words in that podcast.
Yeah. He earned a nickname of Bard Chucko. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's just never happy with how anything's going.
Grumpy old men.
Yeah.
Not all old men are grumpy, but some are grumpy.
It's all right. We've had grumpy people come on the podcast and go. We just let them fade out because it brings down the tone of the podcast.
It does.
You know?
Always kind of felt like we had a chaperone on. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, Chuck, a comment if you miss us.
I mean, they must have watched because that one podcast where we explained what went down, his wife posted a whole fucking thing about it on Facebook, calling us liars. I'm like, how are we lying, dude? That's exactly how it went down. No more allocator.
Okay. Yeah. What an odd nickname that was.
Yeah, that came up with the committee wrote that one, I think.
I would have done a couple extra polls on that one before committing.
Yeah. Well, Todd Ziller gave her that name.
Yeah, I think so.
I would have went with Methicator.
Definitely. Oh, she's not hearing nothing. Oh, the silent shit.
Anyway.
I can't with you, Brian. I can't.
I can't help myself, dude. I get on here. I get on here and I start drinking water and I just can't hold back.
You have the worst form of Tourette's ever.
I know.
The fornicator would be funny too.
The fornicator.
Yes, you're right.
No.
Lucia. Anyone you have to walk on eggshells with sucks.
Absolutely. We
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a few people come on here where like one person would just say like, "Hey, I'm feeling good and my arm feels good," and the person would freak out and be like, "I'll fucking arm wrestle you right now, bitch." And it's like, dude, well, he wasn't even like that wasn't even directed at you. Like, why are you freaking out?
Oh man,
We've had a lot of freakouts on here that are hilarious.
it happens.
All right.
It's odd because we're so laid back and weird. It seems
Yeah.
like the
Like-
last place you'd see that. But.
And the person that always gets freaked out on is like the quietest person that doesn't cause trouble. Unreal.
Speaking of beef, where is Fighter Frank?
Where's he been, dude?
Subich scared him off.
I think so, dude. I think Shubich fucking really hurt his feelings.
I like Fighter Frank.
He lost his fight. He no longer has the fight in him.
He's Fighter Frank now.
Fighter.
We need to get these. What I just sent you, Ryan. We need to get these and brand them.
Let's see. What the fuck is it? Oh yeah. Send that to Ron the Don.
I already did. He loved it.
Fucking mini little lava lamps.
Gotta buy that shit in
World,
bulk.
the world's smallest. Oh, you won't be able to see it. The world's smallest lava lamp. Dude, that could be the next free giveaway at Winter Blast. Hey, would you like a little tiny lava lamp?
That one, or here's a little bit more of my speed of a lava lamp. Look at the next one.
It's going on here. Hold on. Trippy motion lamp.
Yeah.
Just a bong. Trippy motion lamp. Oh no, you can see it. Oh no. Oh, there it is. No.
Oh, lost it. You're moving too fast.
Fucking out of breath.
Getting cardio workout just moving your phone, man.
I'm competing at Antietam.
Oh yeah?
I'm not letting Dave Shaw get a free fucking trophy.
Mm.
Full Masters. If there's only 2 people in Masters in Dave's weight class, I'm jumping in.
We dropping it to 40 up.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have to drop it a little bit below 49 if we're gonna squeeze into that one.
I'm kidding.
Getting there though.
Now he's gonna borrow your gold bond and make himself age like by 20 years.
I thought it would be fun to get a cardboard cutout of a huge Gold Bond bottle and just have it at every tournament.
That
Just put it on the wall. People will be like, "Why do you have that?" Then we got to tell the story. Like, see that guy over there? Go ask him.
I'm changing my will.
wait, gold bond is sponsored now?
Dude, I think we could get them as a sponsor.
Absolutely.
You try.
Put up your Dukes. Is that in?
It would be entertaining to watch.
Is in Daisy Dukes with Dave Shubich?
I'm thinking about having 217 do us like a 98 montage of our Winter Blast tournament that we could send to like sponsors and be like, check it out.
It's a good idea.
Hell yeah. I like the sound of that.
Frank Dukes. Which one was that? Was that Kickboxer?
No, that was
It was the
John Clark,
yeah,
Van
yeah, it
Damme,
was.
and
yeah, it was.
Kick Fighter or whatever.
That,
Kickboxer.
that was
the Kumite movie.
one with the Kumite, yeah.
Yeah, it was what the hell was that?
The Kickboxer.
Yeah, but what was the name of the movie?
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't Kickboxer. There's 2 of them.
Kickboxer.
Was that one Kickboxer? Yeah, 'cause there's one more that I always confuse.
Where's Ed?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport? Is that it?
Bloodsport. Yeah, kickboxer
Yeah,
was different.
yeah.
That was the one with the dead brother.
Yeah,
Or the
Bloodsport.
paralyzed brother.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Was a kick-ass movie,
Bloodsport
dude.
was the one with the Kumite. That's what I thought. No, I thought it was off. Yeah.
He fucking blinded him, and then he was like fighting blind.
Yep.
He was like yelling for no reason. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, Burger.
absolutely.
Perfect face.
Reason. I like that. What's his name? Knocked him the fuck out in a bar once. The fucking dude that was the president of the Hells Angels at the time. Just knocked him out in a bar because he was like I wasn't gonna let him get up and try to kick me, so I just knocked him the fuck out before he could throw a kick. I was like, that's pretty funny. Bolo Young, yeah, that dude was fucking. They did a voiceover for him, a terrible voiceover. His voice did not match him in that movie. You are next. Come on. Do you remember the movies, The American Ninja? Those were great too.
Hell yeah.
I can still watch those. And
I haven't watched that in a long ass time. It was a
Like-
classic.
I think I could take a few ninjas.
So Josh, good news, man.
So,
I put the beginnings of a test back to the table last practice.
excellent.
No pain.
Good.
Ooh.
No pain. So, and I gotta say, the hand and wrist are stronger than ever before on the left. So everything else just needs to catch up again.
Yeah. Excellent, man. Good
So,
news.
I'm gonna be starting off with a pretty solid foundation right now. I'm pretty excited about it. See where it goes. See, I think
Excellent.
it's slow though, so probably
Yeah.
not gonna be competing with it until next year. To be honest, give it a 6 months of reconditioning it, get it strengthened, get it back up. But come 2024, I'll be back to both arms.
Nice.
Or I just might stick with the way of the pumpkin. I don't know. It's looking a little extra pumpkin-y.
A little, yeah, see a difference for sure.
Dan,
Or just party arm with it and just don't care if you win or lose with your left.
I'm
Like
sure.
pull all the 98 shits, just get your ass beat with your left and who cares?
what if,
Railroad.
what if,
Yeah.
Just for fun. You might do well. You might,
What if
it'll
you-
might
what
come back a little quicker, but you won't be jamming up and putting yourself in funny spots and hurting it again. You'll just like, if you feel you're getting beat, fuck it, oh well.
what if we
So party.
sponsor
point.
your steroids?
What happened?
What if 98 sponsors your steroids?
No, not doing steroids.
Come on.
I had this
Would you take-
conversation with Aiello. I had this conversation with Aiello just recently.
Would you
And he's
take
like,
the
dude,
sport
if you started taking steroids, I feel bad for your class almost. And I don't even want to do it unless I absolutely need to. If I need to, maybe the rest I'm 40, 45, and I'm starting to, lose energy and feel achy more than usual, then maybe I'll consider it at that point. But I got so many years left in what I got. I haven't hit my limit yet.
When are you going to start taking the sport serious?
Tomorrow.
I think you should just fucking trend out, dude, and fucking go and smash people. All your opponents are doing it.
Fuck that. I want to beat them without it, and then, once they hit the next level.
Are you the guy that retired Jacob Bevel?
Yeah, I've been told by you, allegedly.
But actually, I got some good news we may be expecting, which is part of why I pulled out of that March tournament. So that's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
But why I
Right.
really bring it up because
All the
who
way.
cares about that stuff? It's family, happy stuff.
Like
I can
expecting,
start juicing now because I'm done having kids.
seriously
There
expecting?
you go.
I can blow the ball out. It's all good.
Are you guys going to keep it?
Sounds good. I think so. Yeah. I fought like hell to not, but she was like, "Yeah, we should have it." I was like, "Okay." No,
What
I'm
if-
kidding, man. I'm kidding. We're totally thrilled. It's gonna be fun. We're hoping for one more, so we got it.
Can 98 adopt?
When you swing the car truck.
If we adopt your kid, the 98%.
Well, at least we know he'll get raised right.
Yeah.
Get him out of my hands.
Can we immediately put him on the podcast?
Absolutely.
Can she have him on the podcast live on FTG?
I'm gonna go live from the hospital. 100%.
Yes.
On the 98 page? And you have to break his umbilical cord with a quick pin.
Yeah, just
All the way over.
supinate and break it.
Fucking yank it, dude.
Wank it over.
Flash pin that shit.
I'm just gonna start using
And
it
then
for
swing
like
back.
riser training with
Whole
your
bunch of
umbilical
rubber
cord.
shit.
Just start like,
Oh God.
and then I'll cut it.
Crank
Jen
it over.
was pissed, but I bit ours. I bit our kid's umbilical cord in half.
So I'm gonna keep it for his stem cells. That's for sure.
Yeah. Fucking
So
right.
we're all getting stem cells. That kid's gonna hook us
Oh,
all
on
up.
the side of it.
Cut it near him and near her, and then just keep the chunk, dude, and bring it to
Yeah.
practice.
I'm getting all of it. I'm sending it straight to Vita cells.
We'll just all
What
eat
do you
it.
give me for all this?
Everybody gets a piece.
That's right. Can you divvy this out to my buddies? Like,
You just eat it.
Oh my God.
Oh, Josh
I don't
brought
think it
a,
works that way, Ryan. I don't think it works that way.
Josh brought a
Julia
placenta to practice. I kept the placenta, dude. I kept the placenta from Jen, and they put it in a bucket for me. And like, you know how you got to stay in the hospital a couple nights. By the third day, I was like, "You guys can have it back." I changed my mind. It's just
should
sitting.
take it and put it in the freezer.
It was just sitting there in a bucket for 3 days. I was like, "I'm not opening that."
Oh, that'd have been awful.
Yeah, I was like, "No, I'm good." So I took it home and I mailed it to Robert Kelly's house.
That was a real bargain. Mom was in
You
the
always
hospital.
smoked it.
When mom had me, we was in the hospital for 6 days. The bill was $84, of which Blue Cross paid 60.
Robert Kelly smoked my wife's placenta.
Oh, he's in here.
Oh, there he is. What do you know?
Speak of the devil, and he appears.
Why don't you join us here, Bob?
FTG.
Yeah, join us here, Robert.
Sir Robert Kelly. He's the biggest. The Northeast Coalition love Robert Kelly.
He's training for me.
He only came on to fucking
I'll
put
hit Oklahoma in August.
That's the only reason he came on was to write that one comment, and then he left. Son of a bitch. He probably didn't even give us a thumbs up. Fuck that guy.
How dare you?
Stem dabs. Druggies.
Awful stuff.
Anybody else have some news?
Oh, another thing. One of my teammates, Jason. I know you guys. Some of you guys know who he is. He's from Queens. He got a job working out of a school, his high school that he actually went to. He's young. He's like 24, 20, 23, 24, something like that. And he has like a youth center that he's in charge of. That he's also a dean at the school, and he's actually going to be bringing arm wrestling to the school, and he's going to structure it very similar to what Devin did. And I'm going to be helping him out in any way or form he needs. It's going to be pretty much another avenue to help 98 get a little bit more out there and known to high school students as well.
It's perfect, dude.
Good.
That would be cool.
So we're looking forward
That's
to seeing
excellent.
that come to fruition. It's exciting.
Garen Nix will be coming after you, encroaching on his territory.
No, we're going to be Queens. He's out on Long Island.
Hmm.
We're going to be in a complete different county.
Hmm.
So
Are you guys buddies?
I have indifference at this point.
So is he
No
even still
comment.
doing the arm wrestling thing, or
I mean, I've seen him. He was active. He was at the last seminar. You know, I see him being present and
Okay.
being
I
around.
wasn't sure if
other
he was even
things.
still at it.
I mean, I have no investment, engagement, desire
What is he?
either which way.
He's in Nassau.
No, he's in Suffolk.
Oh, God, out in your territory.
Why would you call him an asshole, Dave?
Hmm?
Dave
What
just
was
called him an asshole.
Dave, why would you do that?
Say what?
Why'd you call him an asshole?
I said, is he in Nassau, as in
Yes.
Nassau County?
Yeah, we got it.
No, he's in Suffolk, which is the farther county out. No, eat shit.
Wasn't very nice, Dave.
Taking the straps.
Just messing with you, Dave.
Okay. Okay, Ryan couldn't find his way to New Jersey with a map. So, you know, I have to explain geography to him.
I know where New Jersey is.
Yeah, it's like you use me as a map. If you go north and then head right over there, right around here
It's
is
east.
New Jersey.
Right in the
That
armpit.
sounds about right. That sounds about right.
It's the
Does that
arm.
look good?
It's the
Yeah,
armpit.
Maine is like up here, and like down here is New Jersey.
New Jersey is the armpit of the United States.
Oh, I'm just kidding. So I just realized that all of like Team Jersey is big 98 guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hated now for making armpit of America jokes. I'm just kidding.
Nice going, Josh. Now you ruined our collaboration with Team New Jersey.
He starts fights with everybody. That's
Good job.
well with Italia too.
I know. I'm just a jerk.
Hey, Italia did join the 98 group.
Savage,
Yeah,
man.
we're good. Me and Italia are like peas and carrots now, buddy.
Just a savage, Josh.
I'm wearing the glasses. You can't take me seriously when I'm wearing the glasses.
I'm sorry I didn't make
No,
the
we
practice.
take you a little more cautiously when you wear the glasses.
There you go. Fair enough.
I couldn't see sticking on for 6 hours when nobody would admit they were actually going to come to practice. Meeting was over at noon. You didn't start till 6:30. And actually, I don't think you started till afterwards because from what some of the comments on the chat, well, I'll be there in 45, I'll be there in an hour, whatever.
Yep.
Been a little bit closer, I would have stayed down there, but went to the Allentown practice instead before they throw me out. I've been missing too many.
Lucas says you guys should auction off a bottle of Gold Bond signed by the core 98% group.
That's a
There
great
you go.
Yeah.
dude. Now
I like that.
I think really just Dave Shell signs it. So
It's worth millions.
yeah. Dave, would you do that?
Oh, hey, anything for the group.
Yes.
Awesome.
The next Winter Blast, dude, we have like a basket of all Gold Bond products.
My dad, this is an antique glass Gold Bond bottle. I'll have to have my dad keep an eye out for old Gold Bond advertising stuff. He does antiques.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
Gold Bond go back that far?
Probably not the glass, for the powder. There's probably some cool like metal signage and stuff like that.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I know Lucas Raymond is going to give us a bunch of like gift certificates to his website that we can throw into raffles or just give away for free or whatever. You know what we haven't done in a while, dude? A monthly giveaway.
No, we haven't.
Holy moly.
Or
What could we give away?
thing is on it.
Yeah, for the brakes.
All right, yep.
Oh, they do have Gold Bond tins.
Yeah.
It did come in tin, not in glass.
A 1960 tin can, right? Yeah, I'm
Let's see
seeing.
here.
Oh, dude, they got signs, they got stamps.
That's what I got on mine.
Yeah, but that's the yellow bottle.
No, it's made out of metal.
That looks just like the.
Yeah, it's like a 10. It's 10. It looks like aluminum or whatever it might be. Almost looks like one of those old like acetone cans.
Oh yeah.
That can get confusing.
The
I
gold.
think that tin's probably made out of tin.
I think we should, Dave, Shell. I think you should do a little. I think you should write a gold.
Accurate statement might be accurate.
We need a Gold Bond jingle. If anyone could make up a Gold Bond song that Dave could sing.
We'll have to put what's his name on
Where's
it?
Matt?
The guy on the cruise ship with the lipstick or the chapstick thing.
Mark Giovanetti.
Give it any right, yeah.
You would do it. Do a Gold Bond jingle.
Yeah. Oh, it'd probably be good too.
Gold Bond.
I mean, this guy loved, what was it? Chapstick. He'll write something about gold.
Oh, remember, dude, that chapstick video? Oh my God.
Chapstick.
Chapstick.
Oh, that was classic. He deleted it, didn't he? Because he wrote him about it.
I really don't know. I haven't seen it in ages.
I have to revisit that.
Antique glass Gold Bond bottle.
Oh, what was his thing? What was the name of his crew or his YouTube page?
All last night. The last.
What rhymes with Gold Bond?
That's a good question.
That just stumped all of us.
You know, Bond. Well, what goes with Bond? Fond, like I'm fond of Gold Bond, or I don't know. Pond, wand, pond.
Did you ask what rhymes with Bond? I wrote that haiku about threw gold bond in there for Dave. The heart of gold bond us together.
Yeah. And who was it said, I saw what you did with that. It wasn't all that subtle, so you should have seen it.
Right. If you know half about it, you would caught it. Yeah, it was funny. It's actually pretty truthful too. Nice little thing.
Why are
Speaking
you
of
so
Tyson,
pleased with yourself over there, Mr. Ryan Grant? I see a little smirk and giggling. You're so pleased with yourself. What do you got going? What are you cooking up over there? What shit store are we cooking up?
Nothing. My donuts just arrived.
so speaking of some of our buddies, you know, Tyson, the draft, NFL draft is this week, is like happening as we speak, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Tyson's gone yet.
Yeah, Aussie's been doing live commentary on it every day.
Yeah, I thought so. I just saw one of them.
He did one last night, and then he did one tonight.
Oh, just finished up, it looks like.
Yeah, he's impeding on our FTG Friday.
Maybe his son won't get picked.
It's possible.
Big genes in the family.
It'll be late. But of course, you know how Travis hyped him up being the record holder that he is, but that's still a D2 quarterback, so it's tough to go early rounds.
Some of the coaches probably saw our podcast and were like, oh, weak genes in that family.
That's and that's what I was joking. I was like, yeah, they looked at this kid and they were like, we're not taking him early. His dad's a dickhead.
What's up with his dad's lip?
PR.
Hut one, hut two. Clap lip. Blue 42 claps. That's not nice.
That cleft is the new Omaha.
Oh,
Left side, strong side. Oh, shit.
Spank the blonde monkey with Gold Bond. That's a good jingle.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to say who that came from, just in case. Just in case they don't want that coming out that it came from them.
So switching gears, anyone see the match with Uncle John and Big Laws?
Oh,
Haven't seen it yet.
Do you think Uncle John is going to do the javelin and hurt someone?
probably not.
I don't think he's going to do that again.
No, I think you think he learned his lesson.
I mean, I think that unless like the other party is privy to the idea that he might conceptually do it or plan to do it, like he'll stage something like that. But I feel like Uncle John is not the type of person who would stage a match, you know. So that's why I think that we'll never see the javelin again.
What if I tell him?
Not from him.
What if he has my permission to break my arm with the javelin?
As I said, you know, that would be the only scenario that I could think would be plausible, but I still don't think that he would do that. I think that he's above that. He holds the sport fairly in a high regard that I don't think that he would stage a match for that purpose. I mean, not an arm wrestling match, something off the table he would stage, but
Wouldn't you rather he stage it than to actually do it? Try to break someone's arm like he did?
yeah, that would be insane.
He was trying to send a message. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody.
I think the javelin is your first go-to in a match. What if the other person javelins you at the same time? What happens?
Two people javelin. I feel like a slip would happen.
Oh, Nick Maripoti's
It'd be a weird slip. No. He comes on. I'm bouncing.
He just sent me. He just saw the ring I sent him, the one I accidentally sent to Jody, and he said, "Nice."
Captain Madge. Josh Berger looks like a cheap Jesus.
He won't come on when it's live anyway. Because remember last time he came on, Evan Burgoyne kept calling him Footface.
Foot face.
He won't come on. Every time he's like, "Hey, are you guys on the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Is it live?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh, I won't come on."
Is Evan joining us tonight?
Evan?
Yeah.
No, he's in rough shape, dude. He's recovering
From what?
from his surgery.
Oh, he had surgery? I didn't even know that. I haven't been paying much attention, to be honest.
That's why he hasn't really been around. Although he did ask me if I could mail him some cigars because they're a lot cheaper here than they are in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Just waiting for his list. I'll make him send me maple syrup.
There you go.
Cheese, assorted cheeses.
I do like a good maple syrup.
Yeah, one of the Cigars International stores is like a couple exits away from where we hold the thing in Easton. They're interested in cigars. They have, gazillion types.
So, Berger, you have a fan. Someone thinks that you're the Wish version of Jesus Christ.
Oh. That's nice.
I've been called worse.
Cheap Jesus.
There's a cheap Jesus. That's good.
That's a lot nicer than what people usually call all of us.
Right? Whew.
98% has 31 new members on the Facebook group.
Nice. Keep it growing.
That's just in the last like couple hours, because there was one a couple hours ago that said we had 19 new members. I don't even know what we're at now. 6.6K.
Just under 7. I bet you we can get to 7 by the end of this year with relative ease.
Oh, dude, every couple months we go up quite a bit. You guys think of it though, we started that new East Coast arm wrestling group, try to add some people because we made that one public, that it would grow bigger since 98 is a private group. But we're going to try to grow East Coast arm wrestling, so that's from Florida to Maine.
Freaking epic.
Not really.
One more place that we can advertise our stuff up and down the East Coast, especially if 98 starts spreading out further and further. That will become a good tool for us. And we'll just keep certain people out of it that we don't want advertising in it.
I think, you know what? While there's room for all parties to grow, there's also in that same breath, there's room for us to grow without individuals. If they don't want to subscribe to what we're doing, they don't have to.
I agree. Yeah.
There's room for them to do what they're doing in their lane, in their side of the town, and whatever they're doing. And there's room for us to do what we're doing. If we don't want, if they don't agree with how we're doing, we don't have to work together. It would be nice if we could.
Northway, just get over.
But it is what it is.
I agree, Dan Schwartz. That's the thing is, like, there's other people doing things and we don't really care or draw attention to it, but it's unnecessary to go bash what other people are doing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like if someone has a league and we don't agree how they do it, who cares? That's their league. Let them do what they want.
Yeah.
You know? That's how I look at it. You guys carry the show. I'll be right back. I need more water.
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh boy, leaving me to Dave because we lost Burger.
Well,
and
yeah,
David Marr.
And actually, I was sitting here looking at something called brain natriuretic peptide because I'm getting these, lab results in for what the lab tests I had today. And it's remarkably off the top of the chart. Not as remarkable as a couple of years ago. So I don't know. We'll find out. I'm just researching to find out if I'm about to drop over. Whatever.
I think they've discovered you are, in fact, the missing link, Dave.
It's just kind of weird because that was one thing he specifically said he was asking for, but apparently the normal range is whatever it is. It's under 125 and mine is 691. On the other hand, back in 2019, it was 1956. So it's only half of that. So I don't know. Well, I'll wait until all the other results come in and then I'm supposed to call them and say, by the way, the results are in. Oh, well, we'll see.
We shall see. Indeed.
Vascular, cardiac. I don't know. Have to study it later.
Who's this Captain Madge guy? Because they're unhinged.
Let's see. Somebody's there is drunk as a skunk. I don't know. How drunk are skunks? Let's see.
Apparently, they're very drunk.
Let's see. Mr. Grondin, I would never hate, but David, you are a turtle. Turtle? I must confess, I've never been called a turtle before. I'm not sure how to interpret this.
I think what he's saying is that you're turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
And what?
You're turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
Oh,
Turtle.
There you go. Someone gets it. Thank you.
Man
Oh,
of
no.
disguise is a master of disguise, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't
Hysterical
understand.
movie.
I still don't understand it anymore now that you explained it, but it's okay.
It's a movie reference.
I see. That's why I don't understand it.
Get out more, Dave. You need to watch more movies.
What movie is that?
Master of Disguise with
Explain
Woody
it to me.
Harrelson.
Yeah. And so when he says I'm a turtle,
Dana Carvey. I had to pop back on just to correct that shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is Dana
sorry.
Carvey.
No, my
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
isn't
looking
it
up a
original?
picture right now.
The movie was Master of Disguise.
I'm presuming he means David me, unless there are two Davids on. So whatever.
Not Woody Harrelson. Oh my god! Wow, yeah, I fucked that one up. Wait, there it is. What's that?
Nightmare, did you ever do the rehab
Oh yeah.
facility intro? I'm not sure what he means by intro. We did do another session at the rehab facility.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention it on the podcast?
Now, Schmo just said, Nightmare, did you ever get to do the rehab facility intro?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Dave got to join me. And I got to bring Jason, one of my teammates. It was really cool. You know, it's actually David Marr and your son. You'll appreciate this. So I was up there at this facility with Dave Shell and Jason, and there was a father and a son there. And the son was a fairly newer member in this community for rehabilitation. And you can actually watch and witness their father and son bond strengthen right in front of your own eyes. It was fucking epic. Just because the arm wrestling table was there and they were both working on separate tables, but then they were comparing notes together, and it was like watching like they were like becoming a relationship that was like meaningful. And I was like, what the hell? This is awesome. This is so profound to watch and witness.
That's sweet.
So, you know, it just mirrored the energies that you guys had, you know, when I met you guys at up at the East vs. West qualifiers. You know, just seeing how proud you are of your son, what he's doing, and how hard he's working. I got to see that again. So, nice. Nice
Yep, it's a
experience.
beautiful thing.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Oh, come on. Don't be sorry, man. You don't be sorry about the things you say here. Captain Madge is feeling bad about calling him out for the turtle.
That's on this podcast.
Oh, cut out. Say that again? You're going in and out. So the other thing about the rehabilitation center, they're actually going to be hosting events down the road for us. We're gonna probably start off with something smaller, like make it like a super match, highlight like 3 or 4 super matches, and then do like a big ass practice afterwards. Not make it necessarily a tournament, only because you know it is a newer community, and I want them to, you know, get their feet wet with a little more arm wrestling things, and it's in Brooklyn, so it's fairly easy to get to.
Yeah, certainly much easier to get out to your place. For me.
Yeah, it's an hour closer to the bridge.
And you really weren't on the Belt Parkway that long. Now, when I left, it was kind of weird because what it did, it sent me down some side street over to the was it Fort Hamilton Parkway or something? But it sent me down this side street where every 2 blocks you had a stop sign, but the cross streets didn't have stop signs. So you were, kind of looking, it was kind of weird because you were kind of looking around traffic to see if you're about to get creamed by somebody on the cross street. But was kind of, I don't know why I picked that particular street to send me down, but whatever. But oh well, made it home safely.
All that matters.
Good.
So, Burger, what else is new other than expecting a new peanut?
Oh man, not a lot, man. I'm trying to think. Training's good. Got the bar thing going on every Wednesday down here in Hagerstown, which has been exciting.
That's been looking really cool. How'd you secure that? How'd that
Yeah.
land?
Just went out for a drink one night, and the old lady knew the bartender, so just made conversation that I arm wrestle, and we, of course, let's see what you got, and that was like a year ago. And then so this last winter we went there. They had the patio blocked off, like sealed off, so it was comfortable in there. Because the year before it was wide open, and there wasn't a whole lot of room there, so I didn't approach them about having practices. But anyway, this year I was like, man, there's a lot of room there with that patio. I was like, I think we could have practice there, and he was all about it. And they're the type of bar that likes to do like cornhole tournaments and things like that. So they want to get eyes on new fun things for people to do and give people some entertainment, something fun to get out and go do. So they're all about arm wrestling. And we went in there and did our first practice, and they were surprised how helpful we were. We weren't there just challenging people being jerks, we were like teaching people how and keeping everybody safe, and they weren't quite expecting all that. So they were really impressed with us. So now from there we've got the tournament at that place. So the practice we have on Wednesday is at the same place that the Battle of Antietam will be at. It's called Antietam Brewery.
That is awesome, man.
Which is really, really cool. It's grown into a whole tournament there. So it's going to be a good time.
I like hearing that because that just shows like progression of growth. Of like you started with like literally you walked in for a drink.
Yeah,
that's where you walked in for a drink, and that's where this grew from.
That's right. Yeah, man. You just stay home, nothing will ever happen, So yeah.
You still getting bar patrons to come out and try it like Wednesday night?
Yeah, we have people stopping by. We've had several stick with it too, which is really good. But so now all the regulars have kind of seen it. We've had less people trying it new. People that have tried it kind of want to, but no, we've got a nice little influx of new people, and always somebody looking at it. Every time they walk by, they kind of take a look and see how we're doing, and it'll get bigger the longer it's there for sure. Because they even have like when they do 5K, they'll brand a beer for that 5K for that. They'll do like a batch of beer. So we could have like a 98 beer if we do this again. If they give them a little more time, because we threw this out pretty quick. So, but yeah, a little more heads up, we could have a 98 beer ready for the next tournament. So
I like the sound of that.
All right. 98% alcohol.
Ooh.
Ooh. Made 9.8.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think that might be a little more palatable.
Yeah, that would be heavy still, though. But yeah, that'd be a good one.
Back. So I'm thinking we make Antietam one of our yearly tournaments.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If we do one like further south, one further north, maybe one further west, and those become like our fucking yearly tournaments, and then Winter Blast at the end of the year, then everyone knows those are the dates of those tournaments and can plan for it ahead of time. Like if it's the same date every year, then everyone's going to know that Antietam is always on this fucking date. The Cleft one's in July, and then we do one further north or something in New York or New Jersey or whatever, whatever ones we're going to do every year, we should just make those like permanently that date so it never changes.
Do one in Texas called Remember the Alamo.
There you go.
Texas Tunyon.
The Texas Tug.
Just for Superways.
That'd be cool to do an Alamo battle for Texas.
Alamo, yeah. I was asking Dave if there were any battles in Allentown, but nope, nothing cool other than them harboring the fucking Liberty Bell during the war, so no one would steal it.
We got to put Allentown on top of another tournament and steal all their people.
Dave should pull Nitro, and they'll call it the 100-Year War.
Oh my god.
What if we do Allentown? We do the Gold Bond Classic. Dude, I think people would go to it.
Dude, especially if we get Gold Bond to sponsor it, it'll have some prize money behind it.
Dave, would you be okay with us having the Gold Bond Classic?
Only if I wasn't there.
Ah,
What?
Dave, you're
What
the
do you mean? You're the
spokesperson.
poster child.
It's
You
like a-
are the face of it.
Tournament in your honor.
Oh,
This is you written all over it.
I do
Yeah, I
have
should
Iron
run a
Cross.
teen bracket and call it Lord of the Flies, and let Tim Lewis compete.
Just him with a bunch of kids on an island.
The
Lewis
destination
Island,
tournament.
like Epstein.
Ryan, I needed like 10 of those stickers so I can use them tomorrow.
Put it on Chuck Bardo's back.
Yeah. Can you give me that overnight shipping?
Maybe. I'll drive all the way out there to just hand them to you.
All right, bye now.
Dude, the Gold Bond Classic, I think, would fucking sound awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Dave, come on. That has a real good ring to it.
He's
GBC.
thinking. He's surmising right now.
They're going to call it after I'm gone.
When
It's
Dave,
gonna be the Dave Shell.
when we get the will money, it'll be the Dave Shell Gold Bond Classic.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
You know, the winner actually gets a mentholated powder keg.
No, you know what we're thinking though. If I mean, not that we're planning ahead of Dave dying, but
Right.
whatever it is, should be some sort of stamina competition. You know, and then whoever in the 98 travels to the most tournaments for the year gets like the Dave Shell scholarship.
Dude, that's a good one.
You know,
The most traveled.
improve their mileage to tournaments.
You see the comment with Shane Rollins, Bird. You see the Bird or Rollins comment. Somebody that was it the photographer 217 or 417 or
217.
217. Yeah.
he put up a question about did anybody travel as much as John Theron because he's all over the place, and Shane Rollins said the professor David A. Shell.
Yeah,
said,
That's right.
I'm not nearly successful, but I'm putting on the miles.
Damn right, Dave.
You should leave your car.
more than you?
Physically and metaphorically.
He was with Frederick, Mount Airy, somewhere around there.
Leave your carts in 98 in
Rollins.
your will.
I think he was Frederick.
Give a piece of your car away.
Dave, yeah,
Every
in
year.
98 will, can you leave us whatever's left of your Gold Bond containers?
Sure, why not?
Like, they're just
I'll be a codicil. I'll just instruct the executors to take care of that.
Dave, would you please request that they put your ashes in a gold bond container
Wait,
and stock you?
whoever travels whoever has the second most mileage traveling to tournaments, Dave leaves them his car.
I'll probably put.
That'd probably Roger.
I'm probably going to put 3,500 miles in
Tim
the
Lewis.
car in the 5 tournaments in 6 weeks.
Tim Lewis gets your car when you die.
Probably about 3,500 miles.
Surprise!
Box of dildos in the
Surprise.
trunk.
So yeah, surprise! There's a 21-year-old in the fucking truck.
He's gonna find mustard in the trunk.
Yeah, Tim's going to be doing the refereeing at the thing I'm at in 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. On the 13th.
Do you think he'll shave his whole mustache this time, or leave a little bit in the corner?
I don't know. Referee.
Anybody ever notice that, or is it just me? Yeah, I was like, his missing part of his mustache is still there, like he missed it shaving.
Does he shave while smiling?
I don't
Like,
know.
how does that happen?
Maybe he has someone shave him that's less experienced in shaving.
Dave, you ever have that experience?
Someone young.
Yeah.
Someone young. Can you shave my mustache? I'm like, I don't even shave my own yet.
I'll teach you for when you're older.
I think Tim Lewis is going to Antietam,
Excellent.
especially if Nico Loomer and them show up.
I'm pretty sure they'll be there.
Yeah, I think they're going. Yeah, it could turn out pretty good, dude. Because I've seen tournaments that have 50 saying going and then a shitload saying maybe end up being like 100-man tournament sometimes.
I'm predicting 100 for some 98. I'll say 98 people are going to show up. For this.
98. There
Dude.
you go.
How embarrassing would that be? Because when Travis had his tournament in Virginia and had Paul Lynn versus John Brzezinski, they only had 100 competitors show up.
Yeah, half of them were us.
Imagine if our little, no big names, just little tournament.
Yeah,
It's the
it'll
same.
do well. Be good. Well,
Oh,
it just shows the power of community. It doesn't take a big name. It's about the 98. It's how we do. I think it's great.
the owner of the bar that tournament was at is coming to Antietam.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
Verts.
hurts, yeah.
He's
He's a good
strong.
puller, too. He's strong. Yeah,
Yeah, he's strong.
54 would be no joke. I think he's going to make it. I think that's what he's weighing in for. Because he was asking about the evening before weigh-in.
I'm going to wait till after the tournament and beat everybody in this after polling.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Just talk all day and then arm wrestle at the end.
Yeah. Just rest the whole time.
Captain Obvious said Uncle John does a Boston edition.
He does. It's not hard. You just got to fucking take your shirt off and stand next to a fucking kid.
Oh my God.
You don't even need to talk.
Don't-
Dave and Mark, keep your kid away from Tim Lewis.
Yeah.
Actually, he'd probably be all right because he could probably beat Tim Lewis in arm wrestling anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he has to worry about anything.
He likes the little clean-shaven ones.
The little ones he can dominate.
Yeah, the ones you can manhandle. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Hashtag Lewis.
I still want to do it. We should do a weekly segment, Unintentionally Gay with Tim Lewis.
We could.
Dude, I made the one. I need to keep making them. We could put them on the podcast every Friday. Everybody get ready.
We got to pick a night. We're going to start bringing back doing the interviews with like people. So
Yeah.
With people, not robots, and inanimate objects.
humans.
Humans.
I mean, I don't care. It could be an alien or a dog or something.
But not just talking to each other. Other people.
Other people.
We'll have two people on and make them talk to each other, and we'll just be quiet the whole time.
You mean normal people?
Like they interview each other, and we just sit here, just watch.
Oh, we used to have some moderators on this show that were like that.
Yeah.
We could call it the Bardo sessions.
Look, Dave Shubich is being the new Chuck Bardo and just sitting there saying nothing.
I'm
We
just
need
here to
somebody
report
to
to
do it
James
down
Reed.
Wonder who he's reporting to. I actually could. Yeah, he could be
He's actually taking
something
notes
for
right now.
Pardo. He's going to see Reed tomorrow.
He's taking
Oh,
He's going to see Reed tomorrow. He could be
Shubich.
something for Pardo.
Shubich is taking notes, dude, and just sending them right to Reed.
All the clips, man.
The new mole.
Son of a bitch. I should have known. Maybe it wasn't even
Russian spy.
It wasn't even Chuck. It was this Russian spy the whole time.
You got me.
Sorry, Chuck.
Illusion.
Yeah, he was cool the whole time.
The funniest things, dude, the funniest thing that a lot of people don't know is sometimes we would say things that were ridiculous to Chuck, just so he would run back and say it to James, and then it would come out the other end, and we'd be like, he went and told them false information, but it got back to us, and we thought it was hilarious.
Put out some feelers.
Just to prove like that it was him. You know what I mean? Which makes no sense because, what's there to report? Regardless of you telling someone what we're doing, we're going to fucking do it anyway. It's like no point.
Exactly.
Yep,
You know why? Because we do whatever we want.
that's right.
We are on a mission.
98.
98.
I pitched Eric. Remember that dude on Howard Stern?
No.
Who's high pitch?
He didn't even know he was.
Burger, you gotta do that voice. Get me that 98. Get me that 98.
Sir, give me that 98.
But sir.
Oh yeah. Are we still going to do the FTG?
Oh, Mike Cakes. He's funny.
Are we still thinking about doing just an FTG podcast that has nothing to do with arm wrestling?
Always.
You're gonna rename this podcast?
Do one that we're just going to do one that's going to be
That was
just like
really good, Shubich. What was
No,
said.
no, I
What's that,
think
Dave? I'm
did
sorry.
go over my head.
Oh,
It was a good little shot there. Breaks the
Thanks.
kid.
I think at this stage in the game,
Go over
the
my
other
head.
one, the other podcast should be about arm wrestling because this one's hardly ever about arm wrestling.
I agree. We need to do a arm wrestling podcast.
That would be the funny part. Like we call that one something different that's not related to arm wrestling, but we talk about arm wrestling.
100% arm wrestling.
We call FTG arm wrestling Friday nights, and we talk about fucking vaginas.
and ropey loads and what have you.
Yeah. Be like, man, you guys should really check out this other podcast if you want to talk about arm wrestling. What are you doing for your birthday? Anything special?
I'm probably gonna be working.
Yeah, that sucks. I worked on my birthday.
We're
Every
we're
year I
moving.
work on my birthday. I always tell myself next year I'm going to take off for my birthday, and I never do.
Yeah. Well, the problem right now is we're moving shops. I don't know if you can see, it's all pretty much cleared out in here.
Oh yeah,
That's actually what I was doing with my son. We were hauling stuff up to the new place.
gotcha.
So I'm actually working right now on the podcast. So I'm getting paid to talk to you guys.
We're looking for a little space just like that for the 98 headquarters.
What, up this way?
No,
Yeah.
Philly area.
I spent my birthday with Dan Schwartz.
Lucky you. Was it dynamic?
Whose birthday was it really?
See, the dynamic thing has died a little bit because we lost the other part of the dynamic. So it's like,
yeah, the other.
We lost Static Bardo.
yeah.
Chuck like absolutely hated you for some reason.
I
Remember
don't know.
back in the beginning of the FTG chat, he was like a dick to you every day.
Every day. He hated my guts for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jerry Springer died.
Yeah,
You guys sad about that?
that's terrible.
Luca brought it up.
How am I going to find out who the daddy is now?
I know. I don't know, but they're starting to do it on those like court shows. That black lady that reads out, "You're the father, or you're not the father," and the dudes start crying and shit.
All right.
does it hit as good as the Maury show?
Way
Didn't
Way better.
Jerry's security guard there take over? Steve-O? Is that his
Yeah.
name?
yeah.
Oh, Steve Wilkos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's carrying on the tradition.
Excellent.
I don't think that many people care that Jerry Springer died.
Yeah, not really.
Oh,
Sorry for his family, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck that guy. We should say fuck that guy when people leave the podcast or when they die.
Or when they leave life.
When they leave
Yeah.
like that. When you leave
Leave the
life,
When they leave
if
life.
you're leaving the podcast and life or life, fuck that guy.
And fuck that guy.
At my funeral, please say, fuck that
Dude.
guy.
Yeah.
I want FTG on my casket.
Instead of RIP.
I want someone to write my name in glue on a poster and then throw my ashes at it. Write FTG on a huge poster and sprinkle my ashes over the glue
Okay.
like a school project.
Like, yeah.
Instead of using macaroni.
Like,
In like
Use my
an air
fucking
sealed
ashes.
container,
Yeah.
like a time capsule.
I want someone to go to Walmart and go in the Gold Bond section and put a little bit of my ashes in every Gold Bond powder fucking container. So people are just sprinkling me on days
You
debating
we're
with
gonna
my fucking ashes.
break into the Gold Bond factory and
I
dump
want
you in a
Big
vat.
Shell to masturbate with my ashes.
We have to put it in Dave's Gold Bond only because he's the only one that does that.
Dude, if you mix ashes with semen, it turns back into bone.
Stem cells.
Stem shell. I got stem shell.
Shells. Stem shell.
Stem cell.
Somebody out there needs to start harvesting Dave's stem shells, and we'll sell them. We'll sell them. Like, dude, you want stamina? You need stem shells.
Stem cells. This is a new stamina supplement. I love it.
Hashtag stem shell.
Dude, that was genius. Stem shells. I can't believe no one thought of that sooner. Man,
Vita shell.
my stamina is through the roof since I've been drinking this.
Oh man, that's a shirt right there.
Stem shells.
I'd buy it.
Vita
No.
shell.
Vita Shell Biologic.
The mighty stem shell.
Oh, good.
Do you want
Got my
stamina?
dose of stem shell today.
Drink this fucking bucket of stem shells.
You'll see gains immediately.
6 gallons of stem shell.
Add menthol to it, you'll be even stronger.
Comes in menthol flavor. I'm really considering the Gold Bond Classic.
I love it.
I think that would be badass. Because it'd be like an inside joke kind of thing, but now the inside joke is like an outside joke. Because everybody knows.
Brings up a good question. Do you have an Audi or an NE?
Dave, do you have an innie or outie belly button? He's like,
So you're muted.
he's muted.
No, there it is.
I said it's the only sort of thing that only Ryan Grande would ever find out.
Oh,
Oh,
lucky me.
Eddie Cruz is in the house.
Dave,
ball.
the one time you took your shirt off, I wasn't looking at your belly button. I was checking out the nipples.
Are those Audis
Well,
or NEs?
That's your problem.
Specifically the areolas.
Your opportunity.
Hey, Ed DeCruz, happy birthday to you too, buddy.
Oh yeah, it's his birthday. Birthday.
Happy birthday, Philadelphia Samurai.
What'd you get for your
Get him
birthday?
in here.
Number 13 black hair dye. Beard dye.
The Nightmare Black.
Nightmare black. Yeah. Nightmare black beard dye. And a samurai sword.
Listen, y'all just hating because you can't grow beards.
Hey Ed, did you ever call Sue? Or talk to Sue? Ed's coming down to Antietam.
Yeah.
He's either riding with me or Sue, but Sue lives closer to him, so it may make more sense so he doesn't have to wake up as early because I gotta leave at like fucking 7 a.m. to get down there in time. Maybe earlier.
That's pretty cool with the 98 in the back.
I like that.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I did that goofing off, but turned out pretty cool.
Samurai. Hey Ed, did you guys did you decide on a name for Team Philly yet? Ed's bringing back Team Philly, man.
That's right. We're talking about Liberty Arm or something like that. Or...
Well, you guys are really good at making up names for stuff. Maybe we could spend the next hour.
Team
doing
Rose.
that.
Philly
98
team.
league. 98 Philly. Philly 98.
I like Team Rosendouche.
Phil McCrevis.
How about Claw?
Crevasse. Claw.
How the hell you came up with that one?
All League of Arm Wrestling.
Yeah.
Team Phil Armdelphia.
We'll bring back Team Philly and only have tournaments in Philly at the strip club. How's that kid that broke his arm? Fucking Brecken Rosenblum broke his arm. How's that kid doing?
Yeah.
Arms of
Obviously,
Anarchy.
I
Arms
like that.
of Anarchy. That would be cool.
I like that.
Very cool.
I like that a lot. That's awesome. Bravo on taking that initiative, man. Some good shit.
Everybody has to get an Anarchy tattoo.
No, that's
I
cool.
wasn't thinking about it before the tournament. I was going to do a Sharpie 98% on my forearm.
Oh, why didn't you?
I thought about it on the way home. I was telling the woman, I was like, God damn it, I should have did a Sharpie just right on the forearm.
On the forehead.
Yeah, my forehead too.
Forehead instead of forearm, or on the foreskin. Anything that starts with 4, there's a 98 on it. Forearm, foreskin, forehead.
Dave, you should have put it on your nose, like over here, where the circle is. Little line.
Make
for the
that the
9,
9. Yeah.
and then another one for the 8.
Like a line in a circle so that your nostrils are the top part and the
And make them really thick,
right.
like right here in the middle. Dan doesn't like that. I don't know why.
I was disappointed, Shubich, that you didn't have your short shorts on.
I know. I've been disappointing people left and right.
It took away 5% of your power.
It
Yeah,
definitely
it was
did.
a lot.
From now on, when you wear
You
long shorts,
know-
wear a short shirt.
Jewish. You realize the benefit of you wearing those, they act as BFRs for you. Right? Because they're cutting off the circulation to the rest of your legs, so your arms just get that massive pump, so
True.
you just flush out.
It should be illegal.
I gotta talk that over with that sports guy and see what's what.
I mean, it's kind of like that, like how Colin was at the last tournament. He had that Hawaiian shirt that looked like he was cutting off the.
Yeah, the after pulls.
Those look like a PFR. It was like complete.
Yeah. I was surprised he didn't know what that was.
Right?
PFRs.
You're still thinking about parm crusted steaks, dude. We got to think about what we got to have him eat next week. Hey, Burger, are you next Friday podcast, dude? You could go live from the fucking weigh-in,
Yeah.
possibly. Or we start. We could start the podcast early.
Yeah, there's going to be a band there, so it might be a little loud. I'm not sure how it's going to be. We're going to be in the tap room, like the tasting room, not out in the patio. The band will be out there, so but I'm not sure how loud it'll be. So we'll see.
Dan, you used to be a big guy. What place do you recommend? Just for food in general. What was a go-to spot?
Oh man, I would eat everything and anything, man. So there wasn't a favorite per se. I ate it all. It was a seafood diet, so I saw food and I ate it. I like buffets, to be honest. That was my thing because I couldn't get enough bang for my buck for the other places I was going to eat.
Right.
So, but Buffalo Wild Wings, I do like Buffalo Wild Wings. Anything to
Never
do with
been.
shrimp? Anything shrimp related? Definitely like that. That would be a fun thing to eat.
All Italia, Chuck Bardo.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been
Okay.
eating a shit ton of celery,
And
ropey.
ropey. You feel like a
Ropey.
spider?
Fucking choke people with it.
And we need to sell not like the Nerds ropes, like 98% branded.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
Like candy.
like candy ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get a survival kit, there's just a big thing of celery juice in there, and you're like, "What the hell is this for?"
Survival rope.
Celery juice and candy rope.
Yeah. They go on Naked and Afraid, and what item did you bring? A big jug of celery juice.
They're like, what's that for? And you're like, you'll see.
Next thing you know, you got a fucking
enough.
hammock.
You got a hammock and a boat, and your whole fucking fortress is fucking all roped up.
Endless cordage. That's why I brought the celery juice.
Cordage.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm running out of celery juice. They're in the woods and they find celery, and the dude's like, "We're saved."
That's where Dallas
and
went
it's-
wrong.
You don't even
You
bring a
didn't have
little
any
bit.
celery
You
juice.
bring a 55-gallon drum,
Right.
so you're good.
You can go fishing the whole time.
Yeah, you get fishing for alligators.
Yeah.
You just
Or a
cross your
lasso.
fingers that the other person brought gold bond.
Dude, your whole fire is just a fire with rope in it because you have such a fucking large amount of rope. You don't even need to go find firewood. Just burn this rope.
Be the first people to die from chafing. You're fully fed from all the cordage and food you got, but you're chafed,
Fibrous.
chafed out.
Fucking knit yourself your own clothing. Wouldn't be naked and afraid anymore.
Ropey and afraid.
Right?
Make your own cock ring.
That's right. That's BFR training right there.
Oh my god.
I'd be the first one to knit a 98 shirt on the show. Just
Josh, those training secrets are sold you in confidence, man. You're not supposed to share that.
Oh, I forgot.
I would absolutely die if all of a sudden you
All I can
pulled up a
remember.
knitted shirt.
right out of, you come out of the tent, you're fucking fort in the morning. You're like, man, am I tired? And you're wearing a 98 shirt made out of rope.
Oh, bush.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But man, my left's got a mean pump to it.
You have to use your machete to cut the rope.
I don't know if James wants to hear this.
Just write it down. Shut up. Terrible spy.
Shell's still picture looks like he's making rope right now.
James will probably listen to it on my speaker. He's listening to our podcast on my speaker.
Oh,
For sure.
God. That's hilarious.
Karma.
Well, gents, it's been real.
No,
I
no, no,
can't say
no,
it's
no.
been fun.
You stop that.
We're just like, I'm going to stock up on rope right now.
No, I ran out of celery.
See you, buddy.
See you guys later.
Have fun dribbling one out. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that
FTG.
dynamically.
It's gonna be a static load.
His entire dream catcher is made out of rope.
Oh, oh man. Oh man.
Dude, if I ever get depressed, I'm gonna hang myself from that rope.
Drippy dream catcher.
You guys walk in, I'm just hanging from my own self-made rope. Terrible. What's Dave Shell doing? Taxes? Dave Shell's rubbing one right now. He fucking stopped his video and muted himself. So we can't hear him fapping.
Fapping.
Imagine what that sounds like, dude, with Gold Bond. Jesus. Can't even
Oh, I
imagine.
have a beard in my way. Possibly.
I don't know. That sounds wet. Gold Bond kind of like is anti-wet.
Man.
Jean-Claude Van Damme uses his own ropes to stretch and do splits. I bet he does. He seems the type.
I don't know where he got that rope from.
Yeah. Who should we interview next?
I don't know.
Can we get the Whisperer on here and be like, so you lost to Zach Lee, huh? Did
Should we only whisper?
he whisper to you? Zach said he was gonna whisper to him.
I wanted to make a meme like that, but I haven't figured out how to do it.
Yes.
Like, here, I'm going to give you a little. Oh, that was a lot. But it's kind of, how am I going to really make it happen? I've been playing with it.
That's a
What
good
else
line.
I got to do first. But
Dude,
it's hard to move video.
if Zach actually cuts and stays down in the 150, that's not good for anybody.
But even worse, what I think he plans to do is kind of hang around the 170 area and then cut down to 54 when it matters.
No matters, yeah.
Yeah, which is what most people do anyway. You know what I mean? But
That's
he's not going to walk around at 154. No one does that.
no. But if he keeps competing in that class, I mean, it's going to be a problem.
I have a feeling he's going to pull 76 at Antietam. I don't know if he's going to make it down to 54. I could be wrong.
I forget what he said. I talked to him on the phone this week.
No,
Kind of filled him in on some of the stuff that was going on, the shadiness.
yeah.
Pretty upset about it.
I agree with that, Ed. He'd be a good match for Whisperer.
I think Ed would beat him.
I think so too. But I think it'd be good. I think they're strong in the same place. I think it'd be fun to watch. Devin whispering to the Whisperer was hilarious. That was perfect.
Yeah.
He's a good sport about it all too, man. I like that kid. He's cool.
What if we have someone? Why don't we do some videos where you yell instead?
Yeah.
Like, you feel real strong, buddy.
Start
Like
doing that at the
arm
Antietam
wrestling.
practice with the new guys.
arm wrestling yeller,
We should have
arm wrestling screamer,
We already have one.
Wow! You're good inside.
bro. And you just yell the whole time, and then you and him have a match.
Go
And
backwards.
Fucking like you feel so strong, and you're like,
That
"No, I
way.
do." You're just screaming,
That's funny.
Dude,
You
we
guys should do videos with
should do
a
that.
screaming ref. What's his name? Steve?
Steve Walker.
see Walker.
Yeah,
He'll be at Antietam.
he'd be
I love
perfect
that
for
guy.
that.
It's gonna
He's
be,
great energy.
dude. It's gonna be funny having Fox 45 there. I was thinking, like, should I troll the news and be like, tell them, like, they don't know who I am, dude. If I tell them I'm like some world champion, and then everyone that knows watching is gonna be like, that fucking loser's not a fucking.
The worst arm wrestler in the world.
I fucking have beat everybody. Travis Bajan, fucking Paul Italia,
Mike Aiello.
Chuck Bardo.
Yeah. Brad Pitt.
That's it. Dude, that would be.
That would
Funny.
be funny.
But
Please
then-
do that.
They would never interview us again. They'd be like, that fucker trolled us.
Ryan, when's the last time you competed in a tournament?
We'll see.
Oh man. Keystones.
Last year?
No.
No.
2 years ago. Oh man!
I was gonna say it's been I
That's
don't
right.
even remember the last time I
Didn't you
seen
take a
you.
loss? You took a loss to Nanya, didn't you?
Yeah, remember he was fucking all mad and throwing a fit. He went in what was it, amateurs? And amateurs there was like two weight classes, like 199 and below and 200 and up. And
The novice, maybe?
he was like, how the fuck is that guy in my weight class? And he was all pissed off. And I was like, so the whole time, dude, every time he got up there, I was like, this guy hates fat people. He hates fat people.
I don't think you knew it was Nanya yet, did you?
No. It's like the guy in the pink socks hates fat people.
That's what excited
found out he just does math.
You're like, oh, this guy's Nanya. But he wasn't Nanya yet. He was a different name then. What was it? Wise Wills. He was Wise Wills then.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't Nanya yet. That's right.
He
That
was
was his
found
old.
out.
for Winter Blast. He was
Oh,
his
yes.
real name, right?
Well, he always goes by that when he competes, but he just has his Facebook
Okay.
alias,
Gotcha.
Christopher
Wise
Gregory.
Wells. Okay, that's the one. Yep. I knew it was Chris something.
You can't trust a guy with the first name for a last name. That's all I know. Definitely don't play poker with him.
Yeah.
Wise Wells. There's another one. Oh, no, never mind. Doesn't check out. Wise Wells.
Every once in a
Yeah,
while, I
Robert's
look up and
over
I think Shell's taking a shit or something, and I just realize it's still.
Oh my God, he died.
Yeah. What the hell's happening to him? Oh,
You got to make his still like him in his chair like this. And just when he leaves, just fucking do it. People will just think, is he still here? Or is he sleeping?
Is he
Dude,
still
I have
with
that
us?
one background. It's like that.
Whose
Yeah.
podcast was he on? Was it Evan Burgoyne's or someone's where he was sitting there and everyone thought he was dead?
it was Aussie's first 24-hour one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, and they were
He
like,
just
what
was
the fuck is
sleeping.
wrong with him?
Where'd I have that?
That's right. Beer Man, as soon as Dave fucking looked like he was sleeping, Beer Man kicked him off. Mid-sentence.
Man.
Maybe I'll arm wrestle one day.
There it is.
I don't want to hurt anyone with these.
With these guns.
There we go. It's my I'm sleeping background.
That's perfect. All the ones of me sleeping are just me really sleeping.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that one where I fell asleep and you guys just kept going and just left me on it.
Yeah.
And then you logged off and just left me on the fucking podcast sleeping for like an hour.
And then Burger's like,
I was like,
everybody be quiet. We're gonna slowly leave the chat. And then he like started moving. You're like, oh. Got off and he woke up and he was like, oh, you fucking assholes.
I knew right away, dude. I was like, they ditched me.
And then you stayed on anyways and head nodded a couple more times.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you fucking assholes, and then fell asleep again.
Yeah.
So it's just slight narcolepsy.
I think I clipped that on my channel.
Dude, one time I was driving home and I'm on the phone with Dave Shell and I fell asleep and I fucking slammed into the fucking median. And Dave was like, what the fuck was that? Are you all right? I'm like, yeah, let me call you back. I got to pull over and check the side of my truck. Luckily, like my little steps thing on the side hit the fucking barrier.
Oh, your running board?
Yeah, my running board hits the barrier.
Yep.
Not the rest of my.
Dude, my favorite is when you have like a million stories of you falling asleep on the road.
Oh, dude. One time I fell asleep. I was in a work truck and I fell asleep, dude. And like I woke up as the truck was sideways, like skidding like this, and then it just caught and fucking ooh. And as it was turning, it was scooping up dirt and shit. And by the time it stopped on regular tires. It stopped, and I'm like, I had dirt in my mouth and grass and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Spit it out. And I got out and I started looking in the grass for my cell phone. And this fucking cop comes pulling up and he's like, where's the victim? And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, he looks at the truck, no one's in it. And then he looks at me and he's like, were you in that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for my cell phone. And he's like, dude, I was a mile behind you. You flipped like fucking 9 times. And I'm like, he's like, do you want me to call you an ambulance? I'm like, no, just help me find my cell phone. Like, not a scratch on me, dude. I slept through it. I've been in so many accidents, falling asleep. I can't even count them on fucking 2 hands.
That was in a movie, I think. Due Date, maybe, with Robert Downey Jr. and that Zach Galifianakis.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie, dude.
Yeah, he was passed out, and then he didn't have a scratch on him, and Robert Downey Jr. is all messed up. He's like, I told you, I'm a heavy sleeper.
Dude, it's true. Like, if you sleep through it, you're relaxed and you don't get hurt.
Yep.
When
Same
I
thing
believe
with
that
drunk
was
people.
based on a
too.
true story.
Yeah. It's when you tense up that you get hurt.
Yep. The same thing with drunk people. That's why they usually don't, because they're so limber. Go right through the windshield and get up and just brush off the glass.
Dude, I was on the way home from TJ Foley's with Ed, right? And Ed fell asleep. So I was like dozing off, dude. So I pulled over and fucking slept and woke up, and he hadn't woken up yet. So I just kept driving, and he ended up waking up. And he's like, are we almost home, dude? And like, it was like a 3-hour drive, but now it was like a 5-hour drive. So I'm like, I don't know, dude, it's taking forever. And he's like, how the fuck are we still not that far? And I didn't tell him till we got home, like, that I fucking slept for like an hour. That was a long trip.
That's hilarious.
We fucked up though, because we should have just left the bar after TJ's tournament, but instead we drove like a half hour south to his house, and we didn't leave there till like 2 a.m. Like, by the time we got back to my house to bring Ed back to his car, it was like the sun was up. It was like, fucking, oh man, this sucks. Like, not doing that again. I was falling asleep though, and Ed had to keep nudging me, like, dude, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, dude. Relax. I do this all the time.
Well,
Dude,
except the night that you were talking to me on the phone, and the phone power, was battery was running down, so you had to get off. I said, well, call me back, which you didn't, and you ran against the Jersey barrier, right after you got off the phone with me, because I wasn't there to keep you awake.
Anyway, Dave, so one time though, that same night, me and Ed were driving, right? And Musser fucking drives by us giving us the finger. And fucking a mile down the road, he's pulled over, and we drove by him giving him the finger. He fucking got pulled over for speeding. I was like, sucker.
That's hilarious.
That was a fun night though. We had a lot of fun. Ryan Ross got so drunk, dude. He bought us all a drink and then fucking tried to dip out, and the bartender was like, dude, he just bought you all a drink and he's fucking leaving without paying. And then he finally went to pay, and then we almost basically had to carry him out. He was so fucking drunk, dude. It was crazy. Team Anal Punishment. Whole team was there.
They're going to be at Antietam?
Yes.
Keith Alley's coming down and Chris Wandel.
Oh,
Maybe
cool.
some of the other ones, Ryan Ross might. So
Awesome. Dude, this is going to be all right. Man. Everybody coming out.
yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I think we'll get. I mean, if you got guys coming from that far up, that's pretty good.
Heck yeah.
You know, and you got some guys coming from further south.
Well, all the way to, from North Carolina if Lyles is coming.
Yeah. I thought there might be some North Carolina show up. Possibly. That's awesome.
Yeah,
New York to North Carolina. That ain't bad for a little league tournament.
yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck, dude. What if it's really big, dude, and we can't fucking handle it?
It'll be
Like,
all day long.
we didn't really plan for like a big one, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well,
I mean, we'll have my table, so that'll be a third.
yeah,
That's a regulation size.
I got 2 plus. I could always do one of the brackets on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
I
we're,
could step
I know
in
we're
the down row.
talking about doing a practice run with it, but I could actually just do the bracket,
Yeah.
you know, for like the smaller ones.
I could definitely down ref if I have to.
Yeah, we got
It'd
plenty.
be a great problem. I don't want to, but it'd be a good problem.
Yeah.
Did you ever get your pads back, Brian?
Morocco? No.
Yeah.
He sent 2 pads to me, 2 different sizes, and neither of them were mine. Like, what the fuck, dude?
No, he's got 2 tables at home that don't work.
I'm just gonna wait until he has another big practice. I'm gonna go fucking take them back myself. I don't even care. I'll take them off one of his fucking tables.
The arm wrestling community loves your shit.
It's gonna cleft chest anyway.
Yeah.
Why does everyone steal from us?
That's a good question.
All right, because we're just gonna destroy them in the fucking arm wrestling world this year.
Yeah.
We throw 200 tournaments. Every time someone has a tournament, we're gonna do it the same day.
Competitor reservation spot in the future.
Well, what I would say if we did anything with that, just you'd have to sign up for the league at the beginning of the year. That would keep so we would know what to expect at least.
Yeah.
Be a great problem to need to do that.
Well, look, the first Winter Blast, dude, I thought we were gonna have like 100 people, and we had fucking 200. 198.
Huh?
89.
89, I think. 98 would have been too good.
Yeah.
Then we expected 200 for this one and got 3. 242, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good though. I guarantee you if we
179, the first one.
179.
if we say the next Winter Blast, so we're trying to have the biggest tournament in the country, we probably could pull it off. Because what's the biggest one? I think the biggest one was like 5 something for entries. We were already at 501.
Yeah, we're right behind them. Was it Michigan?
I think that
Yeah, he who shall not be named said they were at 524, but somebody else said no, they don't think they've ever hit 500. So I don't know.
Yeah. But I think Michigan has.
I think they've hit 5. Like, but if anything, it was like 525. So
Yeah, we're in there, man.
plus some of these other big tournaments that I'm not going to say names, they'll have like 20 people pull for free after and then count them as an entry.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here, pull in this weight class, and then you see guys leaving the tournament with 7 fucking medallions, and you're like, okay, that was fucking to beef up numbers, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think we could pull it off.
You guys saw that picture that Engen posted with like 1 million tables for the
Yeah.
huge national tournament.
Yeah,
That's
the
great.
Turkish national. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we do?
What he say?
That
There's
is
going to be
nuts.
like 1,200 or 2,000 entries or some crazy crap.
That's insane.
How long is that going to be?
Were they 15 tables or something like that?
Probably do it over like
16 tables?
3 days.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that and WAF rules where you make a micro movement and they actually follow you out.
So it may
Yeah.
go quicker.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a
that was
lot of,
the whole
there's
reason
a lot
they
of
came up
nice
with
land in
those.
the setup.
That was the whole reason they came up with that rule set, right? Is to do a big ass tournament and to crank
Yeah.
through it.
Well,
Because
next
Worlds, all those
blast,
tournaments, yeah, they have like 1 million.
next Winter
participants.
Blast, we're doing novice, semi-amateur, amateur, semi-pro, pro.
Oh, you are doing pro classes?
We're gonna do a semi though for amateur and novice,
Would you do a semi-amateur? Yeah, okay, semi-amateur.
and then just an open for semi-hard. Everybody has to have somewhat of a chub, and everybody has to wear sweatpants. We can prove it.
Sweatpants or windbreakers.
Yeah. If not everyone's pitching it, you get disqualified if you're not pitching at 10.
Foul! Limp! Foul! Limp dick!
There's Stephanie
Restart.
Spencer's in the house. Hey, Stephanie,
Fluff him up.
figures we talk about penises, and here you come. Stephanie, we're all glad that you found your daughter.
Yes, that is true. True that. As we joke about penises, that is great.
Gray sweatpants.
Did she leave her at one of the DoorDash houses?
She has a preference in what color sweatpants. Gray.
Great.
Like gray.
It's like yoga pants.
I think she found her daughter in jail.
Yes.
Hey, that's better than finding her on the streets.
Yep, absolutely. Safe
Or at the
there.
morgue.
Be hots on a cot. 6 carrots. What'd she go to jail for? Stealing carrots?
Baby carrots.
Do you know why she's in jail? Is it something good or something cool or just drugs? Sex worker.
Caught breaking into a celery juice processing plant.
Arson.
Arson.
Jesus. She hang out
Somebody-
with Nanya?
Hanging out with
Somebody
Nanya.
get her dirty.
Did she
Was,
burn-
was the arson a boat?
Was it a boat, dude? Jesus. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She has been hanging out with Nanya, or it was a boat.
Which- Be specific. What kind of boat? Sailboat?
We got arson.
Fucking kayak?
Oh
Pontoon.
my god. Get her on the podcast.
I don't think there's anything wrong with arson, dude. Fuck.
Yeah. Now, I'll be honest, that was one of the things, like, when I worked in mental health, like, if we knew a kid who had arson in his history, I was like, we don't want that kid. He will do some devious ass shit, like, and sneaky too. Like, they were the hardest ones to keep an eye on, man. They were tough.
Firemen and the police. Jeez. What'd she burn down? Did someone die or burn a house down?
Dude, she started a fire and then fought the cops and firemen for putting it out. Like, fuck that, let it burn. That's hardcore.
What does she charge to burn something? Maybe we'll hire her. Like, hey, go burn a 98 in this guy's lawn. Dude, we could just go spray bleach in someone's lawn in a 98 and they'll just have like a burnt out 98 on their lawn.
Dude, I wish I had it, because back in high school in 98, they did that. They burnt like this hill. They burnt their class year in it, like a class prank, like
Yeah.
by the high school. I wish I had a picture of that burnt 98 now.
Dude, in my high school, They went to a golf course and they stole like a gorilla on all fours and a polar bear standing up. And they put the polar bear behind the gorilla like it was fucking it in the ass. And they wrote the vice principal's name and the principal's name on their chests.
That's excellent.
And they put it in the courtyard of our high school. Dude, it was not good.
But my brother's his friends and them they made a giant paper mache dick and put it like they got I don't know extension ladders and put it up like the top of the so when you pull top of the building so when you pulled in it just was sticking like way out like a 10-footer.
That's awesome.
So it took them forever. They spent so much time making it.
She burned his house down. Jeez. Huh. Was it Tim Lewis?
Timilage.
Oh, it's Roger Cunningham.
Oh,
She burned his house down.
no.
Yikes. His new house.
That is awful.
That's awful.
She's gonna be in there a bit.
Roger's a good dude. Yeah, how long? Do you know how long she got? Did she get arraigned yet? She gets sentenced?
Felony arson is gonna be for a minute, I'd say.
Some big dykey lesbian is gonna bang her out. That's her little toy or something, you know? Possibly. Why does Schubert just leave without saying goodbye? It hurts my feelings.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Well, maximum punishment is only 9 years. That's for a misdemeanor.
For arson?
Misdemeanor though.
Yeah, felonies they don't around.
Yeah, I just looked up quick.
If she's underage, they usually can work something out.
I don't think she is.
No, oh, that sucks.
And it's California, so God knows.
That's why I'm looking it up. Yeah.
Just tell them you're Mexican. They'll just let you out.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's up to 9 years.
Send her celery juice in prison. She can just scale the wall.
At least they can't throw her in there for
Dude,
a real long time.
Imagine you're in prison, dude, and you just fucking drink some celery juice and you escape just by scaling the wall with your rope. Quick, tie this guy up. You just have tons of rope on hand. Tie his mouth shut. Oh man. Oh, it's almost 1 a.m. Great.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably be leaving and going to bed, but I hate to miss all this frivolity.
Dave, you're not gonna leave. Come on. Not while we're talking about ropes.
Did they have the area roped off?
You try to masturbate on Sundays on the Sabbath?
Is that directed to me or anyone in particular? Or
Yeah, you, Dave.
the day is irrelevant.
It's just random.
The day is irrelevant.
Does it correlate when Tim Lewis posts pictures of him and the shirtless studs?
Yeah, you know what was funny though is we were coming home and I was talking to Ice about some of the the fun and games and frivolities, and Tim Lewis's name came up as part of it. So the phone rings, and of course it's up on the on the windscreen, on the windshield with the GPS on it, but it comes up saying, "Oh, Tim Lewis is calling." Ice starts laughing. So we basically I put it on speaker, so we both had a nice chat with him. That Because where was he? Was at he had been at the thing in Ohio, the Ohio what was it? The Ohio State Rumble. Whatever. He was at that. Then Todd Zilla had an event the same day, like a couple hours away. And so they had like, what do you say, 73 entries, I think, at Ohio State Rumble.
3 entries?
I think he said 73 entries, as I recall. Yeah.
Shit, dude. That's like what, 25 people?
And probably
35.
a little bit more than that, maybe 35. But yeah, I think it was entries, not people.
Well, your boy Nitro said he gets 150 people.
Well, he did at one time, decades ago, before he pissed everybody off.
Look at your hand.
Well, anyway, yeah, blood oxygen 96, resting heart rate 69. I can live with that.
We got to get Ed Bassmaster as a ref so he can be like, look at your hand. Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah.
You look at your hand. I'm gonna look at your elbow.
Just look at this.
Look at that. Look at that.
That'd be so funny, dude.
Look at it.
I tried getting him for Winter Blast, dude. But he didn't respond for some reason.
Oh, Shubich did respond to you. Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch, get my speaker back.
Yeah, Shubich. We need it.
Fucker. You don't steal from 98. And get away with it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I feel you. It's been a long week.
Yeah, for real. Dude, the other night,
I'm actually getting up in the morning to.
daughter was just going to bed at 8 o'clock. She was going to bed at 8 o'clock and we lost power right at 8 o'clock. So, like, she has her normal little routine. Like, she has to have her night light and
That fucked that all up.
her white noising. So that fucked that up. So now she wouldn't go to bed. So then 11:30 rolls around. Finally, we got her to sleep. And just as she's falling asleep, dude, they start chainsawing fucking trees behind my house.
Uh-huh.
Because some fucking trees fell on the fucking
Power lines.
yeah. So they're back there chainsawing all night long. Like, you got to be kidding. And finally, our power came on at 5 a.m. in the fucking morning. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to work today. Fuck this. Fucking staying home.
Fuck this shit.
That's wild.
I don't appreciate Dave Shivich's speaker jokes.
Yeah, right. Man, in light of a serious situation, man.
Yeah. You can't even announce it.
Because we had a speaker.
It's cool if we had both our speakers.
So are we good to go with that? I got the speaker all repurchased.
No, but I still have one.
Okay. At
It'll do.
least it's one that works.
Well, I have the one he swapped it out for. I don't know. I mean, it must work if he was using it, but it's still not the one that's ours.
Yeah. Well,
Shitty.
for real.
But yeah, I will order another set.
Shouldn't have to. Fucking bummer.
Yeah. I got a bunch of live feed stuff that I started ordering, like the Stream Deck and the sound fucking board and all that stuff. So, as our buddy Robert Kelly, who's been doing some killer live streams, sent me the list of all his equipment. So I've been just buying some of it.
Nice.
So we have it, you know. But we did buy that laptop. That took up pretty much the rest of our money for 98.
Right.
I went and bought a hard case for it too, so that it's in a hard case, so that it's just for that computer. That computer won't be used for anything but brackets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Heck
no
yeah.
can steal that.
Yeah, I didn't even take a look at the brackets, or if the that system works with Mac.
Why not, Dave?
No, I have to take a look
Wait for
sometime.
it. Yeah, it does work with Mac, Dave.
Okay, well, then we're good. I do have a PC here that I had to get for a job I had years ago, but it's so damn old, it sure wouldn't work with anything.
Yeah. Well, should we call the live?
I think so.
A good idea.
Yeah.
We're running out of funny shit to
I'm
to
live.
people.